That's the trade. Stop it at there.
And that was, again, I don't know if we're going to see it, but a replay would be great because that was so great. They punished Super Prince for missing, by the way, and aggressively flickering. They punish them. A King Kong actually stops the turtle for a little bit, re-engages, gets the turtle, and then they get a couple kills. So Fnatic goes up, turns a bunch in their favor. And it could have gone really bad if it was just a punish on Super Prince for flickering forward. But man, that's hopefully a preview of this series as a whole that we have unfolding in front of us. Here we go, jump in from Brusco.
Brusco goes with the AOG Kelra. Look at the rockets coming in from Kelra, bursting down Renegade. That's a great pickoff once again from a very active Brusco. Now, so far, we've been seeing
Selamat datang kembali semuanya kawan-kawan. Welcome back.
See, I'm saying, you know, when you're a Terizla and you're seeing Gatakacha do that, you're only hoping, you're like, man, I wish I could jump into the air across the map, you know? So it's almost got to be up to UA to be like, yeah, I'll take the Avatar of the Guardian, and hopefully I can do that. Because Renegade essentially, like you said, he's slow.
Domain, guys,
so if
domain.
the flicker's not available, and you're a roamer, it's not like you're going to surprise people like an Avatar of the Guardian. Like, they're going to see you walking over with your huge mace, and then you got to jump towards them. And if you're on the flicker,
iya besar
it's much more
kemungkinan
difficult as a roam Terizla, for example, to pull
FNOP,
off
guys.
that value, that amount of value that, you know, Brusco, as long as his ultimate up, there's value there. So second turtle.
Evos kosong pendekar 3 betul.
Wush,
gila. Loi jadi match ini ya. Loi jadi match kekinian banget ya. Loi edit. Loi edit Brusco. Loi edit kan.
This is very quickly turning into a Aurora. You know, really, that's why they can, like I said, they can play around the fact that UA, yes, he can take one of the ultimates, right? He can take, most likely, that Avatar of the Guardian.
Live di sana
they
ada juga.
They have to have things really fall into place for them to just go ahead and
gameplay FNOP mirip-mirip gameplay TLID. Mereka pegang dari early kalau yang mereka.
That's always, you know, it's always an option, but when you continuously fall behind like this, we're talking about a
Blacklist 21 tapi menang Falcon Epic Brand.
If they even get that setup right here, because even Demon Kai falling behind.
Okay, another catch from Kirk. Renegade is going to fall down. Spear of Destruction is going to connect, but is the damage going to be enough for Aurora? Now they're taking away once again Demon Kai's purple buff.
Whoa!
Demon Kai! Fnatic Onic just continuing
langsung diteleport, langsung meninggal. Udah makan. Makanya gua agak telat.
Big plays once again for the Sonics.
Langsung meninggal.
This game might not even reach the late game.
Ada Ji.
7.5k gold lead in
ini definisi dari The King ya. The King dari papan atas, cok. Regular season.
Oh, you can already see the shots coming out from Kelra here, but I don't know. The way Fnatic Onic approach this game one, they're looking to end it on the first Lord even. That's 3 for 3 turtles, building up the lead here. There's nothing
udah langsung kelihatan sulitnya gak sih buat ngelawan?
Just struggling. I mean, this is where we were talking about. You know, there was a lot of bans towards Renegade's hero pool. Oh, here we go. Are they trying to make a play themselves?
Oh, Renegade counters that with a penalty zone. But again, is the damage going to be enough though? Kirk's going to get the damage with the Primal Wrath.
Saya aslinya
they're going to bring down Edward.
ditembak Rainer Apathy, anjir. Di sana ini FNOP.
Gonna catch you.
Wah, King Kongnya sampai dalam-dalam.
Brings him down and only Doming remains. They still have their inhibitors and the holy shields with the recalls. The thunder, the lightning shines brighter than the northern lights of Aurora as they want to end this game as quickly as possible. Gonna take down an inhibitor in the middle lane.
Gila, di bawah menit 8 satu turret hilang coy yang di tengah.
Team play with this much aggression and
di bawah menit 8.
Ini
beda tim lagi nih, beda tim beda rasa semua.
Like a Sonic here because they're still pushing to the base. Look at the shots he's
coming
out from King Kong with the Queller. So you're still 40 seconds away from this Lord here. And I don't know, they might be, you know, at this point, it seems like Aurora is just kind of, they want to make some desperate moves to try to turn the tide.
Yeah, eventually Aurora's going to lose if Fnatic Onic plays as disciplined as possible and gets the future Lords. So I do agree with what you're saying. They're just going to throw a Hail Mary, try and salvage a play, try to make the most out of the situation, because honestly, 8 minutes, even before 9 minutes, Naisu, look at the gold lead. That's 12.9k for the Sonics. Kill scoreboard 15-1.
Langsung kayak susah menang, gila.
You know, this is scary.
RRQ versus FNOP. Jangan sampai. Fnatic lawan Fnatic lawan Fnatic gimana, guys?
They want to prove the haters wrong, the doubters wrong. We have diversion coming in from Aurora. Who are they going to catch though?
Bisa si Bruskonya kuat banget, men.
Trying to bring down Dome. He will. 3 members are down for Aurora.
Astaga, nih Brusko kuat banget.
And that diversion play for Super Prince. They're going for the minions into the middle lane.
Di bawah menit 10.
Game 1 is as fast.
Di bawah menit 10 selesai gamenya.
This is actually the fastest game this season. 9 minutes and 33 seconds for the Sonics.
I did not think I would see a game end up
baru masuk udah menang. Halo Cherry, apa kabar? Selamat malam, sehat.
And
sehat.
Question Fnatic.
Brusko juga kuat banget draftnya, gue aja kagak. Gue pas draft gue mandi kan, begitu selesai udah menit segini nih, terus tiba-tiba udah selesai. Oh gila ini Fnatic. Kuat guys.
Leo, Rockhart, what do you guys have to say about this one?
Strong. Ambil gue download ya. Mau download ah. Ada game baru nih, banyak nih, Rin Tintin guys, ada Rin Tintin. Kalian tau Tintin nggak? Tintin. Yang ada doginya tuh.
9:22 is the new
tiba-tiba
record for the
selesai.
fastest game in all of MPL.
Ya, aku sama KB sama.
And Fnatic
Ini player-player tersakiti betul dong. Lu harus disakiti kan, sama kan kayak mereka langsung jadi jago kan. Geng mulet gak tuh? Woi, geng mulet. Halo Sagittarius.
Kind of need to get the rust off the hands.
Warm up, but Fnatic Onic.
Mandi habis makan. Habis beberes-beres.
Look like they weren't the team that they were last night. What does this say about Fnatic? What now the people who are online saying there's still the playoffs. It's a very different beast. I'll tell you what.
Astaga, Brusko, man. Kasih dia martabak, boy.
He's the guy who just keeps on diving, keeps on jumping in, just refuses to go down. 90% of the games, fights he was there, and he was happy to take
banget. Game gue baru selesai mandi tiba-tiba selesai.
I didn't even know.
Pape, lihat Pape. Brusko mau martabak, Pape.
At about the 6-7 minute mark, I was just about to come up with my thesis statement of how Fnatic Onic are outplaying, outclassing, outmaneuvering, and outgunning.
Sesuatu. Tadi 3-2 tadi.
The diversity in their engagements.
Pape, lihat Brusko, Pape jago banget.
It's just the perfect mix that Aurora can answer back. Rockhart, you know why the MVP is Gatot?
Yeah.
Why the MVP is Brusko? He's the perfect example of how you cannot pick a fight.
Player-player yang tersakiti ini berkumpul jadi satu.
I guess he does embody that, right? If you pick a fight with me, you better make sure you can finish it because you can't run away.
Exactly. Up close, I'll taunt you, and I will out-sustain you. Far away, I can stun like 3 of your friends, and then still fight.
So you always got to keep me on my toes, or else you're going to lose out. And in fairness to Aurora, multiple times Wawa to catch, by the way.
9:15 is the moment where my jaw dropped, and my new pair of pants could not come any sooner. Did you see that play? The answer to the diversion stolen away by Aurora? Dude, they were playing man-to-man. How do you man-to-man defense in a play wherein you're the defender?
Yeah, I mean, it's just straight to the base. You go, I guess. You skip so many steps.
It's like they're attached by the umbilical cord.
That's right. I mean, it was not a perfect
Terlalu jadi, guys.
There were some slip-ups here and there.
Tidak bisa dihentikan.
I think it was a sacrifice necessary to kind of speed it up and make sure.
Yang menang sebelum ini tuh Falcon Epic Brand.
Right? I would trade some kills just to make sure I could end the game right now. Something like that.
Looking at the item builds here, Aurora, they couldn't build much, all right? Look at Demon Kite, forced to rush that Blood Wings on his way to a Feathered Heaven, nothing. Looking at Renegade, couldn't even build a full item. Edward, again, being who he is,
Cuman Yue yang dapat kill. Lu lihat tuh King Kong, Kairi dewasa coy.
And again, this is also the reason why I don't really like Trizzle on drone is, you know, Val. I mean, Tigreal, you can go all game long without an item, but you can still...
Aurora M6 belum tentu lah,
Trizzle
belum tentu.
kinda has to stay there for a few...
Jangan terlalu memuji regen tetangga juga ya, gue sliding nih kalian.
Now scales, meaning if you end the game fast enough, that means Buddy Smith would have capped at 20%, 25%.
Mirip kayak.
That's right, and you can't really maximize it.
That's baby damage reduction.
That's true. And you're standing there, and it's so hard to... No matter how skilled you are, by the way.
Ya,
no
King Kong
matter how
mantan
good you
TNC.
are at moving, at playing, at casting skills, if you're as squishy as hell, you might as well just pick another one.
And that is the dilemma that Aurora has on their hands right now. They picked up good heroes, yes. Roll the roll. Asterisk on maybe that Tirizla. Good try, Renegade. NT. But big picture, it doesn't come together as good as how Fnatic Onic made theirs work.
That's right. I mean, this is a lineup that can move across the map with relative ease. It can duel each and every lane, and you'll probably get a win 6 out of 10 times. And
that's conservative.
Email
yeah, that's conservative, right? I mean, initially,
Pas Irat
before they
coba lihat
start
Skyler
playing,
mabar
I think they already had like a 60% like advantage.
Minus a snowball.
But yeah, they did go into
Metapause.
snowball mode as
Aduh,
well. So
Metapause
that's
itu
like
kalian yang
double
menciptakan,
damage,
Cok.
double the amount of pressure you could put out on the map in a short amount of
Yang
time.
kalah lower
No need
bracket.
for Fnatic Onic to actually speed up. Like they could have won still at
Saya tutupin
12,
brusconya.
13, 15.
Kalian nggak boleh lihat brusco
But the
guys ya.
fact that at minute
Kita
1 or
tutupin
2,
nih, kita pegang dulu.
if I'm not mistaken, Super Prince forward
glue.
flickered. That means he means business. That means they're all on the same
Kena
page.
glue dia.
That we're going to push our
Di bawah
advantage
menit
as hard as we
10 sudah
could.
selesai.
The snowball out of control. And I'm sure that
Nom
was
kalah sekali
an
dari Smart
additional
Omega. Tapi Smart Omega udah cabut.
check off the list,
Udah
but they
gugur
broke their
kemarin.
own records in the fastest game in the season.
9:42. And again, I
Tadi
didn't
siang
believe
16-0
it would
tadi
happen
siang.
in playoffs, bro.
Eko udah gak lolos guys, sudah jangan
It's
dicari.
like they're just trying to out
Prediksi
themselves.
skor
And
ya.
again, if you're trying to
Gue
do
pengen
yourself
bilang
as
yang
the
ini
best player,
3-2 tadi. Terus tiba-tiba menang 1-0
try to be a
cepet.
better
Kayaknya
version of who
3-0
you were
nih.
yesterday, and first, they
Yang
did
udah
some
pulang.
magic, I guess, during the downtime.
Apa kemarin
10-day
Smart
downtime.
Omega sama apa?
Some Onic magic.
Sama Eko, sama Liquid.
Pretty much
Liquid
around
PH.
the board.
It was Fnatic. Tastical. That's a word.
Fnatic.
That's the word. That's the word.
I believe you.
This leaves us now to ask the question, what could have Aurora done different? Because their draft was fine. Their play was clean up until it was out of their control. Something tells me Midnight might have the answer. He might be able to give us a
Hopefully.
little more in-depth insights on what happened in Game 1.
Fastest game ever, and here's how it went. Magandang buhay, my name is Auntie Anara, and
Anjir,
welcome
Auntie Anara
to
gado.
the analyst
Heads up
stand
for
kung
you.
saan brinake lang naman ng Fnatic Onic Philippines ang kanilang record na CNET in the regular season, and the entire lineup of Fnatic Onic Philippines, the super family, on its own has lockdown. They have the ED and they have the Gato Kaja. And what makes this special is the fact that Brusco doesn't hesitate casting the avatar of the Guardian whenever he can. We see in the early stages of the game, he caught Renny J towards that turtle pit, and that paved the way for them to be able to amass a huge amount of gold earlier on into the match. 5 minutes in, they had 1k gold per minute, and then when the time came, they had 11, 12k gold against their opponent. The entire lineup of Fnatic Onic Philippines moved so fast to the point that Aurora MLBB wasn't able to respond properly.
Kalau
because
adu
they
statistik ya,
have
SRG
the
lawan
ultimate
FNOP.
coming
Kalau
from
gue
the
tetap
Lee, the lockdown coming from
tetap
the
ini,
Egypt, the Gato Pass,
FNOP.
the damage output coming from the Filipino Savage. And if we are gonna look at the item progression, specifically coming from Kelra, he had the audacity to be able to build the Blade of Despair, mostly because of the fact that he was
Who
able
win?
to farm
FNOP.
earlier on into the match. It didn't come to a point wherein Kelra was suffocated in his lane because we saw how Aurora MLBB wasn't able to respond, as I've said earlier, and the tempo and the momentum of the entire matchup was dictated
ini kok
entirely
rusak ya?
by a Fnatic Onic Philippines. And as we see here, we've been able to see just how the Super Family sticks to their guns. Nakita natin kung paano nila pinatunayan na Super Family sila all throughout the match because they stick together and they were able to do what they do best. It seems as if the regular season curse isn't true in the case of Fnatic Onic Philippines because they were able to execute their entire lineup properly, and that is how they were able to set the new record. But now, we'll head on over back to our panel.
Thanks, Antianara, for adding a little bit more detail into the breakdown of game number 1. Anti mentioned farm. It's because of the aforementioned factors of Fnatic Onic performance that just choked down the farm on Aurora.
Rusak.
And number one, not just farm jungle, okay? Every single lane's farm. And again, it just kind of boils down to resource management at this point. Throwing where you can afford to throw King Kong, at the same time juggling his duties as clearing your own camps. It was just efficient. It was so efficient, and that's the only way that you can reach this 9:42 game time.
9:34 is the final number.
9:34.
Just got word from our producers, 9:34. And as well, a quick update. That's a 4-0 now, Rockhard. 4-0 on Beatrix for Kelra, and then 5-1 for
Retro ya,
I mean, we don't count
NES
stats
itu
here, again,
masuk
this is,
Nintendo.
asterisk excluding stats from this match, but it just shows you their mastery.
And again, if you're talking about mastery, who else? Who better masters a Beatrix than Kelra? Who, by the way, didn't buy a Sky Piercer.
We don't want to start no online flame wars, all right?
Of course.
Consider what you just said, but yeah.
Yes, it's true though.
Here in this match.
In this specific match, if you're putting in the bubble, it's hard to argue against Kelra's Beatrix, who I was surprised by his runner's apathy, turning it into a shotgun most of the time. And again, didn't build a Sky Piercer, didn't even bother with a Sky Piercer because they knew they were going to end this very quickly.
He didn't need to save up. Again, he knew that the game was ending soon, and the rest of the team knew the game was ending soon. And that's how we end up now at game number 2, 1-0. Again, the shortest game record in Season 14 broken. Considering what happened and all of
Beneran error ya Tuhan. M6 di Malaysia.
934.
Yeah.
Tsukuyomi.
What are our best
Masih match 1, masih panjang ya.
in the game?
Ingat kawan-kawan.
Take in the game number 2.
Kalian semua dari tadi selalu ngomong, wah ini Blacklist kuat banget nih, Blacklist bisa menang. Calon juara MPL ya, rungkat Blacklist ya.
I mean,
Rungkat. Ya.
yeah, here's the thing.
Okay.
Tapi kalau kata gue sih nih, nggak pengaruh sih, nggak bakal bisa digeser.
He has too much. He has so many heroes now.
Paus, ya kalau professional
Maybe
player
just
nggak ada
try to
masalah lah.
choose your poison better.
Allow Demon Kite to at least have a fighting chance.
M6
Yes,
mulai bulan
that's-
November.
That's my point actually.
Di minggu ketiga.
You can't really efficiently.
Kita mulai
ban out
dari
first
wildcard,
stage against
Swiss
King
round,
Kong, so
babak
I
playoff.
believe
Babak
just
KO
try to
stage.
Make space for Demon Kite so that in the draft.
MPL Indo playoff
you can get a
minggu
better
depan.
pick for him
Championnya kalau kataku sih masih FNOP ya.
You also have to watch out for the Tigreal. I mean, it did show its face in the bans earlier.
Yep.
Buat lo kan 3-2 ya, tapi
Just
kalah.
checking the stats. It's
Kenapa
both
Yuchong jarang
Rover's
dipick ya?
number
Kurang
one.
bisa jadi badan.
Brusco
Tadi sempat
and
muncul.
Renegade,
Tigreal, Renegade,
not surprised.
Tigreal, Brusco, it's just things of beauty. Wow. So don't bother.
Yeah. But you know what, for me, in terms of the Sonics, I believe it was so smart of them to actually kind of force Renegade into a pick
Match
that's
1 yang
not
menang
Golden
FNOP.
and not a Tigreal.
Yeah, how they managed to do that? Like, is the mana so bad for heroes like Minotaur?
Gitu Pak Mulung, bukan.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
At this point, I'm still trying to forget what happened there in Game 4. Don't watch it.
It was so
Watch the
quick.
highlights, but
So quick. It's a quick game anyway.
Very
Game
bad.
4. Yeah.
Renegade played a Kaja yesterday. Hey,
It worked.
maybe that worked. Maybe you could go
That worked.
play for the Kaja Beatrix.
I mean, it was really spicy. That was spicy, but
Yeah, no, Fnatic honestly not gonna fall for that.
it's so mechanically.
Grand final FNOP lawan Blacklist.
Like you can see it. They can probably
Enggak
see it
dong.
from my way. We'll talk about that more in a bit. I'm sure I would love. I think we can base it once we know who goes first.
Yeah.
Right.
That is a site selection coming up in just a bit, but first we would like to invite everyone to celebrate the achievements of our teams, our players, and coaches in the Alamat Awards. That'll happen on the third day of our playoffs tomorrow, October 18. Mark your calendars and be a part of the Alamat.
And you don't want to miss out who becomes a legend as well. Again, these are not like the Hall Legends. I think we might
That's
just move
something
that
else.
soon. That's gonna be happening some other time.
That's
But for
Kenapa
now,
namanya
you
Aurora?
wanna know who,
Karena
like,
nama
regular
timnya
season
Aurora.
MVP is, right?
Rookie of the season,
Stuff, Rookie of the
Most
Season.
improved.
And all of that is coming. We're going to reveal all of that tomorrow. So make sure to set your alarms. You never know when it's going to happen. Maybe start of the game. Maybe start of second series.
And all the more, it's another chance for you to see if your vote paid off. Because this
Masih
guy did.
1-0.
Yes, that's correct. It's factual. I missed the deadline. I tried, but I missed the deadline.
Catching up to MPL workloads takes its toll. But hey, he'll be here tomorrow. We'll all be here tomorrow
We'll all
to
be here
celebrate.
tomorrow.
And that's enough.
Personal pick. Let's just air out personal picks.
Yeah, okay.
Most improved, I think, is Perks. He went from 0 to 10.
Sure. My
In-
most improved was Andorio.
I mean, come on. That guy was a beast.
NT
Regardless of where they are ranked.
NTOMG.
Emang Aurora ada user tamusnya dia.
Alright. So far, people have transformed.
Ya, buat
Here
bocil
we go.
jadwal, kita akan
Alright,
punya
well,
playoff
awards
MPL
tomorrow
ID
again. Come on down, celebrate
minggu
with
depan
us.
ya.
Let's talk about
Mulai tanggal
side
23
selection.
sampai
Game
dengan
two,
tanggal
away team
27.
chooses, and away is Aurora. They say blue. They're at 59%.
Aurora sama Blacklist
win rate
gameplaynya
on
hampir
blue,
mirip.
And their
Gue liat game dengan
trio
mistake
pick win
blunder
rate
musuh.
is
Enggak. Lebih sadis
That's
Aurora
fine.
daripada Blacklist.
It's not bad. And again,
Blacklist
these
itu
are
lebih pasif
averages.
dikit. Mereka masih main
It's
makro.
kinda easy to forget.
Kalau Aurora ini,
No,
tipikalnya tuh
other
kalau kalah
side.
level juga mereka masih mau berantem, masih mau baku
And
hantam.
these teams don't care about averages at this point.
Rockhard.
Kalau dari segi draft lebih kuat mana? Menurutku FNOP menang semua sih, dari draft sampai mekanik.
Fnatic Onyx average game time started at 16.26 minutes, or 16:26 minutes before the game one. That 9:34 victory is going to pull that average way low.
Way low, for sure.
I think they're about to become #1 fastest.
And I guess that's one of the keys as well, right? Like making sure that you can kind of close out these games before they actually get started. That did the trick for them in a lot of lineups that want to go late game. So you know what? Onic knows when the team is kind of trying to buy time, and they know how to stop that.
So here, I think Coach Why Not and the rest of Fnatic Onyx, they read the room, and they say Aurora is a late game team. Let's end it quick.
That's right. And again, tools that can do that probably are in their pockets right now. Like the Fanny, the Low Yi can
Tim
rotate.
siapa yang bakal ketemuan di Grand
laners who
Final
are
apa di
struggling,
Indonesia?
Right? So
The Link can do the same.
the Ling,
Susah
exactly.
ditebak Indonesia. Lebih susah ditebak Indonesia daripada PH.
The way King Kong and the rest of Fnatic Onyx play it could change that.
That's right. King Kong is called Ling Kong for a lot of reasons, and one of them is that he can fight and he can find these really weird scenarios where he can still get an edge even if he's behind.
Yeah, we've seen his Ling in the regular season go up to like 10-11 minutes without a
Kelamaan
single
kok.
kill.
Nggak bisa guys,
And
kita
then
sebagai
suddenly
talent
at
juga.
15,
Kalau lama pun kita ya ngobrol-ngobrol aja.
from out of nowhere.
Kadang tuh
So with
netizen
that
suka
said,
bilang, woi lama-lama,
let's head to the
cepet-cepet.
draft.
Player itu lagi
Again,
preparation guys ya.
Aurora
Jadi
has
selama
blue.
kita ngomong,
So there's a lot on the
pemain
plate
itu lagi
for Fnatic, the
persiapan
basics coach Dexter,
buat mereka main juga.
Fnatic Onyx.
Mungkin ada kendala atau gimana, jadi kadang-kadang kelihatan ya agak lama dikit gitu loh.
Yeah. Can't forget about
Santai
Sky
aja.
King,
Kalau
Ling
bisa
Kong.
cepet langsung gua masukin kalian semua dah.
Let's say that.
Not really. I retract that statement.
You're starting up a lot of ish online, Rockhard.
I retract that statement.
All right, here we go. Opening volley for Master the Basics.
Kasih Pak.
Lo Yi, the Fanny, and the Jushin.
Orang Makassar.
At least they kind of do their homework. The
Pecap Fenop Grand Final. Nah ini gue
people that we
suka nih
mentioned
Steph nih.
that can really pick off
Seru tuh.
struggling gold laners. The Lo Yi and the Fanny are banned out.
Oh dia mau ambil Gatot Kaca lagi
That
nih
leaves
Aurora
a
nih.
lot here, to be honest, for FNOP. Do you want to ban the Tigreal now?
not the only one bound
No?
by
You
these
want
I
the
don't
ban
think
now?
so. Tigreal ban came in later.
Yeah.
This is just covering their bases, Coach Why Not? The Chip, the Matilda, and the
The
Movius.
immortal one chose me to
That's a
vanquish
Suyo.
the shadows.
Suyo.
that claim
Safe
his
enough. Do they go Kaja here? I don't think so. I don't think you rush the Kaja.
Yeah, we're talking about like straight up counters for Suyo.
You can get the Gatoti. You can get the Gatoti right now.
Spoiler alert, there's no straight up counters to Suyo yet.
Or Edith Valentina? Oh no, Edith Gatoti.
Alright,
don't
very
care.
solid picks right now for FNOP, making sure that their front line's locked in.
They don't care. So you go Valentina. Oh, do you go
It
to mid trio? Is that it?
Global
Yes,
ban di
yes.
MDL.
Right now?
This is a perfect. I don't know if FNOP is setting
Astaga,
up for,
Suhenda.
oh, we have an Edith. You should pick
Enggak lah,
Valentina
King
here.
Kong beda,
right?
King Kong.
That seems to be the play.
Feels like a trap though,
Definitely.
right?
I think it's a trap.
Tuh, ini Fnatic suka edit nih sama kayak Om Wawa nih.
Either way, you still want to go Roamer.
Pecinta
here,
edit.
probably. You want to block Integral here.
One or the other, yeah. Look at this. Master the basics.
Harif is it.
Look into Renegades' beautiful eyes saying, are you sure? No, it's fine, coach. Let him pick first. Give him the Harith.
Now Harif is great, so
This is Rome or mid.
probably Rome, right?
So ya lumayan
Mid
mahal.
is kind of crucial here. 'cause
Feeling
it
gua
can get kinda
3-1
easily
lah.
banned out. So it's pretty smart for them to take it right now.
They take the counter trap.
Loyi lagi
Take
kah?
the unreliable Vexana.
Usually they would love to
Halo, Rio.
actually put that on Super Prince in these scenarios where there's a Gatot Gacha. So you're right. I think they put up a trap themselves, Aurora here.
Yep, they stole it away. I can already see it, like a trampoline. AOG and the EG.
Yep.
That's an
Oh iya Loyi yang di
AO
ban, Cok.
gank.
And,
Semahal itu sekarang Loyi.
and Domin can kind of just do whatever he wants after that, right?
Loyi cusin mid lane Aurora dong.
Great pull here.
The only,
Was that Eve?
Yes, the only other winning Eve, if I'm not mistaken, in MPL Philippines. It's now a small club of Super Friends
Eve.
and few. Folks, blast me in the comments, reach out to me on social media if I got the stat wrong.
Is it one apiece?
Kenapa KB marah-marah?
Two now for few.
Two for few. Okay, two for few. Because of
Alright.
the game earlier.
Hilang senyum dong,
Right.
Be. Gitu.
Thank you.
So with that said, TPL
Halo,
getting
Densku.
banned out. Oh man, Renegade such a
Suyo
martyr.
waktu itu memang masih
Renegade
masuk ke
is
ban
so
list.
unselfish.
They knew
Belum
it
bisa
was gonna
dipergunakan
happen,
selama
right?
2 minggu.
So
Betul
kind.
Jaya.
You say all the adjectives for Renegade now.
All the good adjectives.
Good adjective.
He can never be bad in my eyes.
One adjective you can add to that is also flexible, very versatile.
Oh yeah,
He
for sure.
he does not
What was the
care.
number? 16, 17 picks?
16.
Oh, dia
picks.
nge-lag.
Lord.
And that
Bilang
includes,
jadilah seperti Om
picks
Wawa.
like the Trizla, like we mentioned
Tidak
earlier,
ada lag sama
which
sekali.
again didn't really work in game 1, but who knows? Maybe if you add it in this one, maybe.
No. With this 3 here, I don't think it is just chunky enough to hold the line.
They're just gonna die and evaporate.
Just
Suyo
gonna
prayo,
die.
Suyo.
Sand rises when I give the
They
word.
ban out the Khalid, given that it is still Edward and Renegade lacking their picks. Another gold laner.
Run deep.
Oh, it's
Oh,
okay.
oh wait, yeah, I didn't notice. Wow.
I didn't notice they didn't have a jungler yet.
Correct.
That's not usually how they draft.
So,
Ada
we see the
Hayabusa kok, ada Alpha
I mean,
kok.
Hayabusa's great. Honestly, against
Bingung
especially
apa.
in Suyo,
Kalau lihat
you
King
can
Kong
kinda
sih
use
Hayabusa
Suyo
ya.
pretty easily. You can also just duel him 1v1.
Nggak usah
But,
Rafaela.
Uh,
Oh buat musuhnya mungkin bisa Rafael.
I don't know how that's gonna fare for the rest of the
Kalau
team,
buat
but maybe
Fnatic udah
after
aman.
your ult, you might have problems with damage.
Orang Cusin juga udah di
You know
ban.
with damage?
What?
Bane.
Bane is...
Upon the
Not gonna happen. This
Nolan.
is better damage, Nolan. Okay. Alright, Carl Deasy played a hell of a Bane last night. Didn't lead him to
Karena Suyo bisa dilawan,
series
Suyo
win.
itu masih bisa
Good.
dipegang.
And the Nolan actually does kind of just answer the Vexana and the Harith. You can't go willy-nilly into
Yeah.
a fight.
You have to respect
Have to respect the
the
Nolan.
potential. So with that said, Renegade and Edward and Renegade, their picks are up.
Right now, is that Carmilla?
Yep.
That's Carmilla.
Carmilla into the Terizla. So at least now we can rest easy
Bukan
knowing
pecahan
that this is
blacklist,
a
mereka
full
beli 3
Carmilla
pemain blacklist.
and the Terizla on Edward.
Vexana,
Almost
Terizla.
single-handedly won
Ya
the
nggak ada
series.
masalah
How
sih.
many picks for Renegade and the Carmilla?
This is his
Lunox di
second or
ban ya?
third
Second
total.
or third? Yeah, something like that.
Tetap gak ada masalah sih.
And
1-1
yeah,
gitu.
sorry,
Ya
1-1.
udah 1-1 cok
Alright.
bener.
Alright.
Sounds
An
like
old
a-
favorite
Alright.
for Kelra.
Alright. They can duel pretty well. Most of these people on Onic, again, they want to go fast. Go light McQueen.
Not allowing this game to go past the 18-minute mark would be their best bet. It would
Juara
be
MPL ini.
advisable that they
Jauh,
go
masih
hard.
jauh, masih jauh guys, masih jauh
They
guys.
got 2 boxes, man. Well, one is a circle technically.
That's right. And take out the Harith, take out the Suyo early. It's actually really good. Shut him down just like they did game 1.
But here's the thing, they don't have any real hold for the Suyo. Their best hold to the Suyo is just kill it.
Yes, the Suyo doesn't care about that box. He's just gonna vanish from
Oke lah 1-1.
existence.
Needles in Flower
Then
ngedodge.
F not do that,
Aman.
can they vanquish
Ngedodge curse.
Suyo? We'll find out as we go to game number 2.
Ngedodge ini itu.
And here we go. Welcome once again to the English desk here. I'm Naisu, joined with Ingan. And you saw the lineup ratings for the
Welcome
index
to
here, man.
Mobile
It's,
Legends.
quite a difference. About a 7.5 versus a 4.9 or so. But this time around, we'll see. if Aurora can at least get to a later game, because if you missed game 1, it was because it was a record-breaking, 934 or so. So we'll see. Adjustments here. Egon, how we feeling about the lineups?
Okay, so far, I like that the
Cuman
turret
early
buff
game-nya
is
1-1 jelek
finally
ya.
on the XP lane
Apalagi
and
ketemu
Edward,
Harit.
because yesterday we
Masih
saw
bisa
Edward
dimain-mainin.
versus Rizla.
Terus juga Harit masih ada
Huge
shield.
win, huge gameplay.
Mungkin ini
came from
FNOP
Legend Zero,
agak-agak
so-
lebih
And,
sabar dia.
looking back at the lineup rating again,
Lilia
Aurora
kurang
has
lah.
a more balanced lineup. So I think they can counter out or at least prevent the early aggression that Fnatic
digas gak tuh lo?
plans to do.
Yeah, part of this too is, I mean, we've seen this a couple times now, like Leo and Rockhard mentioned, you know, the Eve, it's only, what, maybe two players, right, that have found success on it.
Suyo di ban
For
rugi,
instance,
mahal.
Few being those two.
Few players.
Yeah, literally a few players.
Kecuali ada Suyogat ya.
And, you know,
Ini
for the
Suyonya
most
masih
part,
kadang-kadang
you
itu
wanna
bisa
fight around the
dipegang.
box, but I think
Jadi
even
gak di-ban.
regardless of the Eve or not, the big thing here
Level
is,
5 Nolan di
once
Turtle.
again, Brusco having his hands here on the
Liatin dia mau
Galaxy,
setup
like,
ya.
this is gonna be a problem,
Kalau
I feel
UE-nya
like,
sampai
for Aurora.
kelihatan, nah itu UE-nya kan.
Done onto Brusco.
Oh, Renegade yang diincar coy.
First him down.
Mati.
Wow.
But instead, Renegade is the
Tadi
one
Menkai?
who's gonna fall.
Nah,
First
dikejar.
blood will be picked up by Brusco.
Rugi ya
The one
level
they
5
were
nih.
targeting. Fnatic is turning it around.
Oh nggak jadi coy, diambil sama Demon Kite.
That is the big thing for me.
Kalau
because
Mia
right now,
gimana?
the teams
Gue lagi
that do go
ketagihan
ahead
nih
and
pakai Mia
grab
nih, seru nih.
The Gadakacha, like this is
Gila,
he's a little
keretnya nggak ada yang
elusive
lihat,
because
guys.
when you are targeting him down, even this early point in the game, and he has a
Keretnya nggak ada yang lihat tuh.
revitalize and he's tanky,
Dia
and
masuk
then
dari
he
belakang.
get that little extra heal.
Ya,
from
udah
the
cepat
passive, like,
keluar.
it's tough because you think you're gonna take him out, and then all of a sudden, boom, he gets a shot in, passive procs, revitalize
Level 6
goes
di
through, and then
Turtle.
next thing you know, he's half health, right?
Yeah. And also the fast star response.
Kalian jadi kerasa amat ya? Iya,
Go to
sekarang lagi
Eden,
banyak
bringing
baik kali.
down Renegade, Carmela who's
Sekarang gue
quite
tau guys ya, jadi ultimate-nya tuh kadang-kadang dipakai bukan buat buka, tapi buat mancing skill kalian keluar. Terus nanti dia kabur pakai ultimate, nge-regen belakang,
King
terus
Kong
teamfight
to
lagi.
appear with his Nolan. So
Gonna
let's
be
see.
fine. They're gonna approach this. Edward, like you said, this time around, he'll hold that front side. Does have the penalty zone and the flicker available, so they're actually gonna take this very slowly.
Terus banget.
Super Friends also waiting around the corner. There's a knock-in.
An onward combination onto Renegade. King Kong just waiting for the perfect opportunity.
Kite.
But still, Demon Kite gets it. Edward goes in as well as Brusco, and Renegade again will fall down. But Demon Kite will get the turtle.
Yeah, Demon Kite gets the turtle. That might be all they're looking for right now. They don't want to give too much over to Fnatic Onic Philippines. Again, this lineup that they have, especially the fact that we have Renegade on a Carmilla, they want to be able to play into their team fights, especially later on. And what I mean by that too is for Domeng to use that Harith later, once that Curse of Blood is used, or UA lands that knock through with the Eternal Guard, then that's great. But they need certain timings with Aurora's lineup, whereas Fnatic Onic, they have
Boleh
enough
loh
crowd
dia.
control and just kind of innate durability on the lineup that they have that they can actually just fight. They can skirmish. They can be fine. And whether King Kong is there or not, you'd be surprised at how much damage is going to come through between, you know, Super Friends, Kirk, and Brusco, especially because Kirk has the Warcry emblem, and he already gets the Thunderbelt locked in at this point in the game.
Yeah, he actually likes it when you're dealing damage to him, because eventually, when his passive is stacked,
Yeah.
and he casts his Primal Wrath,
Boom.
oh, you're the one who's gonna need an ambulance.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like the durability of this lineup is tough. Whoa, here we go. This is by the way, real quick, the all-time total damage taken in MPL Philippines from season 1 to season 14. That's a whole lot of numbers.
1.3805488055.
That's 1,380,548,000.
1 miliar
That's a
gitu.
lot of damage.
So now there's a
Big
race.
damn.
There's a big damn race
380
between
juta.
total minutes watched, hours watched.
Berarti
versus total damage.
satu season berapa tuh kalau dibagi 14?
Yeah, billions.
Man,
150 jutaan ya?
Some billions.
Billions of what?
Pesos.
Pesos?
Pesos or
Di bawah
dollars.
sih
whichever,
100
you
jutaan.
know? I
You
mean,
know what I would do?
Uh.
I would get all the recalls
In Phoenix,
of all the
Jonathan.
teams in MPL PH.
Xavier Gaming, terima kasih.
Yes.
Salam dari Jakarta
Okay.
Barat,
You know what?
That
Tanjung
means I need a
Duren.
financial advisor.
no, we'll leave it at that. You know, yeah, at that point, no, you have all the calls. Turtles up here, second one of the game. Back to it. Kirk holding down the front side. And Renegade trying to get some vision there as well.
Okay.
They're going to go for this. King Kong waiting patiently. Super Prince also picking up the glowing wand in this. They'll take their time. Is Demon Kai able to get this?
Brusco with the AOG.
Wah,
and this
masuk
time King
cuman
Kong gets the
repre, enak
turtle.
banget.
Brusco pops his revitalize, still wanting to go on to Renegade. Edward goes in with a penalty zone, plus the renewable manipulation coming in for Super Prince.
Dikejar gitu tuh.
And let's see. Because King Kong still
Kong.
working on Yue.
Kejar
He's
Yue-nya.
gonna bring down Yue. A turtle plus a kill. No trades for Aurora.
Yeah, that time around, Aurora doesn't get
Suyo
the
sakit
turtle.
tapi lihat sesakit-sakitnya
Unfortunate
Suyo
for
ya.
them. You see how
Damage-nya tuh masih bisa
slow they're
diterima.
taking those too. Like they're taking them, that turtle to about half
Oh,
health or a little
Cirebon
bit
high.
lower. They wait and wait.
Bener
and then
Cal, kayak di MDL.
Fnatic just like, yeah, we'll fight you. And that's the power, once again, of having this real-world manipulation, having the options to even just jump in
Menang AP
with
tadi.
Brusco, with the Avatar of the Guardian. Because you can see this, you know, he doesn't even have that first item locked in. But what is there is that Thunderbelt for Kirk. You've got the glowing one, like we mentioned from Super Friends earlier. Counter-Strike only here for King Kong, but the fighting power is going to come later for Aurora's lineup, especially when Domeng starts joining the fights, and they hopefully can play into that Curse of Blood, like I said, from Renegade, but Renegade's nearly having the same experience that he did in the previous game.
Yeah, he's having a hard
Selamat
time.
malam
Easily
Fantisi.
getting bursted down and targeted out by even Brusco. And I like the dynamic between Brusco and Kirk, because Kirk is the frontliner, the zoner, the vision provider, and Brusco's just waiting for the brush.
Wih, diincer gak tuh, diincer gak tuh?
Gonna get bursted down by Super Friends as they burst on the
Astaga,
mid lane
gila,
turret.
maksudnya
Now
barengan
Doomguy
berlima.
trying to go for a
Berlima
cross
maksudnya
map play
barengan.
up top and down bottom for Domeng, and they will
King
get
Kong persentase
the turret.
ratingnya 97%.
Oh, you bet.
Gils.
This, I like the way Leo mentioned it earlier. Gato
Jangan cari yang nggak ada guys. Eko udah
this
gak lulus.
hero is so annoying for the team going against it because you're not even safe under your turret. You always have to worry about where is this guy hero landing on. That's what he's doing.
He's the epitome
Gak ada yang
of
nangkap one-one
tower
makanya.
dive. Literally
One-one last
diving.
pick kan.
Tower dive.
He's literally a tower dive. Might be even tankier than a tower.
Mereka cuma ngandelin burst
King Kong
damage.
works on the top lane turret, but
Domeng
Renegade,
belum tumbang
he
ya.
has a stun, okay. But he's gonna wait
Kiri
patiently
kanan belum ada yang
for the
tumbang, guys.
opportunity to strike.
This is his moment, but is there enough follow through and a follow up from this? Turtle's gonna go for a reset. Oh,
Crossbow of Tang onto Domeng. There's a 1v1 between the two both laners.
they're doing
Dikejar
it now.
gak tuh King Kong?
Okay,
Mau
now
di
good
zoning,
zone
mau di
here for
zoning.
Renegade onto King Kong as Aurora works on the turtle. They
Thank
will
you,
get
7
an
Sen.
uncontested turtle. Now they want to go for more. Working on Brusco. Will there be a counter-attack coming in from Fnatic though? And there was almost a kill from Kelro onto Domeng. He was able to cast a crossbow tank but still lacked the damage to do it. He canceled this
Domeng,
recall! He
Domeng?
wanted to go for Kelro!
Wah.
Oh, he
Nah
wanted
itu
the
yang
kill.
dicari tuh.
The next
Iya,
standard
mati.
might fall in the hands though of Super Friends and Kirk. There's the counter-attack and the recall.
Cepet ya backupnya ya.
Kirk. Oh man, you gotta love that. You gotta love their recall here. Renegade, does he want to fight this?
Okay,
Hidup
we're able to
Renegade.
avoid the curse of blood. Brusco, King Kong, Super Friends is here. Real world manipulation again from,
Wah, masuk semua ke
Super
tengah.
Friends. Bounty zone.
Wah.
Kirk's gonna fall down. They want to go for more. King Kong has to
Sayang
escape.
banget
They're up
Kirknya tadi udah gak punya
against
ulti ya.
Lord. And there was a trade Aurora was willing to take.
Good fight there. I was a little worried for Aurora, but luckily they rotated
Secara
fast
draft,
enough.
gue suka kanan.
They got that down. They also got the flicker out from Super Friends, and then
Hari
it
itu orang
Demon
menang
Christ
menang siapa
swapped in,
mau cari Eropa.
got the
Menang
Soul
Harit.
Sever off. So that's the thing. It's respectable damage, especially with the Suyo here. It does get the BOD now locked in. So we've got the Hunter Strike, the Blade of Despair. So that damage is starting to come online. Even so for Domeng, it was a very aggressive, I'm going to take you out, Kelra. He got him. And so now he is also in a position where, all right, he's better off, right? He's got two of the items that he needs, Starlium Scythe and the Feather of Heaven. They're good. At this point, Aurora, if they can catch a member or two off.
Enggak sih, Carmilla diambil buat ini doang. Main combo nanti dia.
His job is literally get a stun and
Penalty
maybe
zone.
drop that Curse of Blood.
Dikombo
If you
dengan
can do
Curse of
that,
Blood,
or they
dikombo
follow
dengan
through
Eternal
off
Guard,
Edwards
dikombo
coming
dengan
zone for
Domeng,
these
dikombo
fights,
dengan
when this
Suyo.
ward comes up, that's gonna be
Dan
great
sekarang
for them.
Kelranya
Look at
jadi
this
Nits,
push.
gimana Nits?
Kelra just going full force on this tier 2, unbothered down the bottom.
Yeah, he knows that in terms of 1v1 up against Domeng, he's going to have a hard time. Again, this is a Harit that has an advantage, especially at this part of the game. So as much as possible, he's going to try and avoid those 1v1 skirmishes. And then
1-1
make
Harimau.
use of the mobility of 1-1. Just go for the current pushes as Fnatic Onic works on the lure.
Alright, they're gonna go ahead and spot out Kelra here.
Lebih susah kan, lebih struggle
Warriors
kan.
up at this point. Fnatic. Uh-oh.
King Kong goes in with a fracture.
Itu sakit banget gile.
Okay, Kelra just continuing to free hit.
Alright, they'll keep him at bay. No one goes and presses it forward. You can still see if they can play around some of the macro push the side
Kiri
lanes,
kiri main
put
combo
pressure
besar.
somewhere else, they'll go for it.
Kalau kanan main single
But with
hero
this
nih.
minor lead
Kayak masing-masing
that
hero-nya
FNOF
bisa make a
has,
play.
they can play into it. King Kong
Edit bisa
can
make a
battle,
play, Yves bisa
Edward
make a play,
Comes up top.
Nolan bisa make a
Aurora, will
play.
they burst down this lord, though?
Gak perlu nunggu ada combo
They're
gede yang
expecting
masuk ya.
2.7K gold
Kalau Aurora kan nunggu
Fnatic
combo gede
has,
masuk.
and the
Ethereal
potential
Guard
of
follow up
Fnatic
dengan
to just go for the
apa-apa-apa,
kills
nah
instead of
itu.
the objectives.
just trying to spot out what he can. Knows
Pro
where
player
Demon
kenapa
Kite
gak ada
is
yang
now
pick
too,
solo?
so they'll go ahead and get
Mana bisa
repositioned.
dipakai?
No one really has to commit to the Lord at this point because
Lebih
even if they
dahsyat
can really
daripada Alucard tuh,
win a
Selong.
team fight, right? There's nothing hugely in favor of Fnatic's lineup except for the fact that, again, rearward manipulation around a Lord is great. So that's why you see, even for Aurora, they kind of have to worry about where's that setup going to come from, where is also there going to be a jump in. That's always the problem when it comes to these fights. Brusco jumping in. Renegade also holding down the front. He's going to go in for
King Kongnya
the
cuma
stun.
nyicil sekali tadi. Oh, maju nih. Curse of Blood kepake guys. Maju nih, kejar nih.
Connecting on to two. A double kill from Brusco. King Kong works on Demon Kite as Demon Kite backs away. And a perfectly executed Lord Dance for the Sonics.
Bagus
I
banget.
don't know, man. I think Brusco's after the MVP again. This Garakacha, you can't even run away.
Kandidat
you
hero
have
yang jadi
one
counter
way
Suyo.
to exit,
Ruby,
and he's just like, nope, that's not happening. Boom,
Khalid,
Avatar of the Guardian. We're gonna take a look at the Infinix replay
Gatot Kaca,
once again of this
Edit.
fight. It was quite messy. Like Renegade goes for the stun,
Harley.
and boom, Unbreakable
Harley
gets
jarang
the taunt, forces a defensive penalty zone.
Katanya RRQ udah
sees
punya
the
idol,
opening,
jadi udah
charges up.
gak usah aja. Gila bagus
Avatar
banget.
of the Guardian,
Bem.
hero landing, Brusco double.
Mendarat
Like,
gak tuh di
this is-
depan?
This is why I don't know. You gotta not give up the Garakacho in this kind of series, especially with this kind of case. Like you lose those fights, you lose those battles too easily.
And this is what you were saying even down to game number 1. Like, if the AOG is being casted in your Turisla,
Yeah.
like,
Where are you gonna go?
where are you gonna go?
You already defensively used
Your
penalty
penalty
zone
zone.
and the flicker. Like you're a sitting duck. You know, you're not gonna get far from that. Here it is again.
Okay, AOG again connecting.
Pressure-nya di RRQ gede kali. Itu kenapa tuh Brusco tuh?
Will indeed secure an inhibitor turret. Curse of Blood will be casted as well, but the Kelra is able to walk away though.
Brusco
In
lompat
exchange for
dalam
Brusco,
banget, Cuk.
Fnatic Onic might be able to get an inhibitor in the bottom. As soon as the minions will arrive, beautiful manipulation coming in from Super Friends though. And Aurora just continuing their immense defense. And now here comes Kelra, trying to work on Renegade. He had no stacks yet for Kelra for the crossbow of Tang. As Domin casts a Zaman Force to make sure to defend.
Jadi
the
banget
inhibitor.
warnanya tuh.
That time around, Brusco jumps in, hoping that they can at least get that turret off that first Lord. Doesn't happen, so Aurora does go ahead and defend successfully. 1 HP on that turret left, but nonetheless, a good defense given the circumstances. So we have to start thinking, all right, Aurora. They show that they can fight, they show that they have capabilities, and yes, they're down 5,000 gold, but they're in a position where they can at least fight. They can at least go toe-to-toe. Not sure if they'd actually completely
Tapi
win,
one-one juga
as
gak ada yang
long
bisa
as
pegang.
They're fighting into that death box, and that's where this is difficult. Interesting pickup, by the
One-one
way.
Inspire,
The
Bang,
prolific
bukan
gun.
Purify, Bang,
This
itu.
is an item that you don't see often. It was brought
Karena
up
kalau
with
gak
all
salah
those
dari
new
ini ya,
items that
Minana
come
Epos
up,
ya.
but not many people pick it up, and it
Dari mana ya dia
increases
ya?
that range.
Bentar,
So
cek
this
dulu.
is also going to help Kelra, you know, hopefully
MPL, PH.
get that airtime a little bit faster, a little bit easier to get those weak points down as it increases the range. So
Yeah,
with,
he misses that Beatrix.
yeah, he missed
sniper
the
from
Beatrix.
Beatrix.
He misses the sniper.
Karena
But you
last
know
pick
what?
1-1
Overall,
ya.
because Kelra doesn't have to worry about too much. You know, like it's more so of what is Aurora going to do and how does he
Oh,
respond
Kirk itu
to
benar dari Minana
And
Evos.
a lot of times when you have this Garakacha, you just respond to him and where he's jumping
Benar
in from.
ternyata.
Yeah,
Tumben
it's like
benar.
follow the leader. In this case, follow the Brusco. Follow
Follow
the
the Brusco.
AOG. And for Aurora,
Oh.
the thing is, you have a lot of kit.
Bukan,
You have the Curse
bukan.
of Blood. You have
Dari
the
Minana
Phantom
Evos.
Zone, a lot even Zaman Force,
Ketemu
and of
ini,
course,
teman
Domin
setim Domeng,
continuing.
Domeng.
I think at this point, with the lead established by Fnatic Onic, 6.2k, you need at least all to connect. So you have a chance in going up against the Sonic, especially with the second Lord.
Even with that lead, look at this. They're still going to take some time off this Lord. Not going. Oh, no.
Renegade goes in with the Curse of Blood onto the backline, but gonna get punished by King Kong with the Fracture AOG again.
Brusco.
Coming in from Brusco, but
Doming.
Doming answers right back with a kill of his own as Kirk brings down Doming.
Oh,
Here
Kelra.
comes Kelra all the way from the back, working on Demon Kite. Not even afraid to go up against two. Edward
Wah,
getting the
Kelranya
kill onto
bante-bante,
Kirk. And a
man.
1v1 between Kelra and
That's
Iyue. And that's King
Belum.
Kong works on the base, but Demon Kite and Edward is
belum.
here. They have minions onto the bottom lane. It's going to be enhanced. Kelra just continuing to work on Edward. Here comes the crossbow of tag. Eventually he's going to bring down Legend Zero. Legend Zero stays alive.
Gila,
And
satu
the
hit lagi,
defense
men.
From Aurora will succeed.
Oh, I thought that was going to be it, man, but unfortunately not enough. And King Kong was marching in with those minions. But Aurora will live to fight another day. That body of Smith passive really came in clutch there for Redwood. Not going down.
Live MPL 23
Right now the
sampai
Lord is
20.
up. Fnatic will go ahead and get in position for this. Aurora, it looks like they still want to fight, possibly, to try to steal this away or do something. But again, they're just throwing their bodies towards Fnatic, really wanting to fight. Oh, waiting for a better result.
Okay, AOG coming in from
Kerknya kalau keluar sakit banget tuh.
Oh,
Ini gak ada yang pulang nih.
Gak
ada yang pulang nih berarti nih. Tuh gak ada yang pulang kan mati 4.
They want to go for the kill. Goodbye, Yue. Goodbye, game 2. Fnatic is on match point.
Took them a little bit longer, but they're going to charge up and wait to march into the base here as they go and show off. They're all charged up.
Hancur.
Fnatic just savoring the moments, and again, thunder, lightning, brighter than the lights of Aurora. Match point for the top seed this season.
Thunder struck right there. Fnatic on Philippines. They make it look too easy right now. What's going on here? This is definitely a refined version of what we even saw in the regular season. If you could get better than that, but panel, Leo, Rockhart, take it away.
Gila.
And in a flash of light, Fnatic Onic, after a false Lord take, wipes out
Tebak MVP
Aurora
ya.
to hit match point.
Kelra MVP-nya.
Leo here, alongside Rockhart. Is it just me or did
Yang
you
nggak
sound a
kebagian
little
tiket
scared
playoff datang
after
aja.
making that final
Ada
call?
festival di depan.
And I
Tetap
respect
masih bisa
him
nonton
and
juga
his
bareng-bareng
opinion,
ya. Cuman
but
bedanya
also
kalian
have
di luar,
respect
ada yang di
that he
dalam.
said something very, very spicy
Panas bang,
earlier,
jangan takut,
and
kipasnya
we'll talk
banyak,
about
Cok.
that just in a bit. What
Cuman
they
siapin
deserve,
stamina
though, the
aja
Lightning
sama
Gods
banyak minum
descended,
vitamin.
and
Ya. Biar seger
I
pas berangkat.
actually
Kalau rasa gak
didn't
sehat
know
jangan
you could
berangkat.
improve on what they already did.
Tim Indo
It
apakah
feels
bisa
like they
menyanyi
just
fight?
keep
Bisa
getting
lah.
better and better.
Orang Fnatic
I don't
di
know how
Indo
they
aja
do it.
cuman peringkat
It's
ke-5
just
ya.
mind-boggling for me right now.
Dear
But
Lord,
Keempat tuh.
is that a back-to-back
yeah,
MVP performance? I mean, it's
Brusco, coy.
0-16.
Kira Kelra.
Over and over again, he threw his body at Aurora.
Lagunya kopi
Died a couple
kanan.
of times, but still bought so much space for his whole team.
that's right. I mean, he threw his body up on front,
bukan
but a lot of
one-one?
more bodies hit the floor. And I think at that point, you kind of have to wonder, is that a reason?
Ben
is this the
Gatot
reason
gak
why
sih? Sudah
earlier
2
in
kali
the
loh
matches that we
MVP.
saw as well, Gatot Kacha did get a lot of attention in these games. And like we mentioned in first game analysis, man, this is also a reason, an embodiment, right? Gatot Kacha is like the embodiment of
Lihat
F-Top
Brusco-nya selalu
overall.
jadi badan
Right,
banget ya di
first
depan.
phase, a minimum pick. He was picked second.
Bener-bener
for
ngebaying
game one,
time
but this time
lama
around,
banget
it was
ya.
this and the Edith, and it was so worth it.
And you look at that. Multiple times in this game, Yue could barely make it out of the range of Nolan. And King Kong just gave him the
Kayaknya Gatot harus dibainin dia lompat
I
ya.
almost
Set.
forgot that King Kong was a fragile Nolan. Because of how strong
Selesai.
the impact is of Bruce.
Amin Ivan, amin. Terima kasih.
King Kong can just like walk in, and then there's very rarely anything left there to threaten him, and it's just he's a glass cannon. The Nolan is a glass cannon, but
Right.
with Brusco's tough body
Oh my
and
goodness.
just his CC. Look at that, the smile on King Kong face, like, yeah, thanks.
Yes, sirree. And that was also like a big display of the mechanics of Kelra, preempting the knockup of Eternal Guard. Small stuff like that just really add up over time.
This is interesting. Is that a pull yourself together on Kelra's 1-1?
Yeah, that I feel like that's
Kenapa Khalid gak terlalu laku?
Or your
Masa?
battle spell?
yeah.
Laku di match sebelumnya Khalid
together?
terus.
Have to double check.
Aladin Romer, Aladin XP itu
It's
laku di
CDR,
match sebelumnya.
yeah.
Kalau di match ini gak laku.
You're inspired.
Aladinnya lenyap yang di sini.
All right.
What about that?
Again,
Ya Harit emang kuat, cuman
very
tim fight
specific
terakhirnya lihat gak 2
pickup
kali
for
tuh momennya
Killer
dia.
as 1-1 if you wanna
Ngejar-ngejar
try
si
1-1 in
Yue.
your ranked games. He also picked up the Malefic gun. So this does indeed as
Pokoknya
much
intinya
as
kalau
well.
kalian lihat
Allow
Aladdin
for you
guys
to
ya.
trigger cross both tanks.
Terus kalian pengen
Just add
menang,
insult
kalian
to injury,
arahkan
right?
Aladdinnya ini biar jadi
Good
roamer
damage
gimana
for
caranya gitu
further
loh.
range, given that 1-1 compared to most other
Kenapa Gatot dilepas di saat
marksmen.
mereka pick hero tabrak? Nah itu dia, salah draftnya di sana.
Mark.
In the gold lane,
Suyo bisa dipakai di
shorter range
playoff.
compared to them. So this helps.
Aladdinnya di ban ya?
Tuh
Tuh, kan Aladdin itu ada tahu. Ya apa bilang Aladdin gak kuat? Kuat Aladdin, tapi di XP ya. Lu taruh Aladdin roamer lagi, satu sekali lagi gue lihat nih Aladdin roamer, awas ya.
So
Because
you're
it's a normal
saying,
attack.
you're saying if they walk out
Lihat
of the
MPL ya,
original
temanya
trigger
serasa
box of
MPL
the
zaman
crossbow
dulu.
tank,
Back
will it still
back
click
in
given
time.
the passive effect of the Malefic gun?
Something
Erin
for
mana
us to
sih,
check
Erin?
later,
Keluar dong.
right?
You
Because
go to
that's
the lab for that, but yeah, no.
yeah, 100%.
Something to food for thought.
A great food for thought here as well is Super Prince's second win on the Eve, I believe.
Bro,
Bro,
kesusahan tapi menang tetap.
the Eve in itself is definitely not the most impactful hero. But if you put it on the hands of like really quality
Playoff
players,
MPL ID minggu depan.
it hits different. I can't believe how
Sebenarnya
much it makes a difference.
Harit lawan 1-1 bener.
It
Kalah
trapped
power kan di early
Aurora
game buat si
into a
1-1.
bad situation when they pick fights. 'Cause look, there's a box for the
Ini
Harris.
kan yang like udah
There's a
mulai
box
banyak.
for the
Yang
penalty.
yang belum follow
Box
dulu,
for
terima
the
kasih ya.
blood.
Thank you.
If you put up a real world manipulation around it, you neutralize those effects.
You literally contain it.
Mending flicker
Yeah,
apa
in a
pasif
box.
So
Aurora?
there's so much that Aurora are
Mending
doing
buat
within
flicker apa
zone.
pas apa tuh?
If Super Prince answers back,
Mending
with
buang
an RWM
flicker
board,
atau apa?
and
Hah?
worse, if he sets up the RWM first, it makes Aurora's
Laning-nya
lane
lebih kuat
approach
Harit memang.
harder to execute.
And all
Ini Brusco kok
exactly,
kuat
I mean,
banget.
you're
Kekuatan
nullifying how
kangen
many
dengan
heroes,
martabak.
right? Like
Terima
3
kasih,
heroes
Puang Adi,
already
thank
with
you.
just one ult.
Emang kuat
The
kuat sih.
math
amazing.
doesn't check out.
Ya ampun, bocil kematian
That's
dateng
like
gak tuh?
It doesn't compute in some terms. But then again, that's F not making things make
Ada di
look
sebelah.
so simple. Right? It's so simple for them.
It's these little
Karena nggak ada
decisions
panggilan, you
and how
win, you
fast
win.
they're able to deploy and adjust on the fly along with each other's communications that make Fnatic Onic the scary team that they are.
Yeah, I don't know how they can get better. than
Kenapa
this,
gak
to
di
be
ban
honest.
Gatot kacanya
It's
ya?
hard.
Maybe
Nah itu dia, kayaknya game ketiga pasti di ban lah. Tapi kalau mereka ban Gatot, mereka bisa ada Aladdin nanti berkeliaran.
Family is now at match point. Kaya naman isa
Berangkat
po
nanti minggu
ito
depan,
kay
last month.
Angie Nara. At narito tayo ngayon sa
Kenapa
ating
PH pakai
Endless
Infinix?
Match
Kan
wherein
sponsornya
we break down
Infinix.
everything that happened in game number
Bukan. Yang pecahin WS-nya Vernop itu Omega, udah gak
Aurora
lolos.
MLBB. We've talked about how
Mayoritas
proficient
nanti,
Brusco
Kevin.
is in terms of using the Gatot Kacha. But what matters the most is the fact that
Real cuy.
F and OP seems to just get whatever the
Fansnya
factor
muncul
is when
kematian
you
gak
have
tuh?
to pick the Gatot Kacha in your
Ya nggak,
lineup.
belum ada panggilan
All
di
throughout the match,
sana.
They knew that someone needed to be in front to tank and soak up all of the damage output necessary so that the Gatot Kacha will be able to set up using that avatar of the Guardian. On top of that,
Ini kira-kira kalau game cepat tetap bilang nggak respect stream. Enggak lah. Justru bagus kalau game cepat. Soalnya game satunya, match satunya udah 3-2. Capek gak sih habis dari match 1? Buset. Tapi emang Gatot meresahkan ya. Dengan revitalize dia kayak bapak-bapak yang sakti banget.
The fact that Kelra built the Malefic gun. We were talking
Nah, kan
about
udah
this
kayak
in
ada
the
perubahan juga kan di
analyst
sana.
in the
Nggak tahu,
panel
gua udah
with
terlalu
Midnight,
ngikutin.
and we've seen that the Malefic gun gives you 25% attack speed. Not only that, it gives you also added, in a way, range in terms of
Malefic
your
gun
basic
nggak
attack. So I think that's one of the few reasons as to why Kelra chose to go with this item specifically. Nabanggit din na ginamit ang Pull Yourself Together, which ensured na you have another 15% cooldown reduction in terms of your battle spells.
Revitalize nggak bisa
And that
di-cancel.
changed
Hilang
everything
50% doang.
for the sake of a super family.
Soalnya
But of
passingnya dia
course,
ngisi lagi nanti
that
kan.
is only game number 2 between them.
Ya, ada setelah
Let's
ini ya
head
tetap
on
mereka yang
over
main.
more to our host, Mara Pino.
All right, everybody, let's go Fnatic! Go, go Fnatic! Go! One more time! Let's go Fnatic! Go, go Fnatic! Go! Go Onic! At kasama natin dito, eto
ada Marky!
dito! Marky, kamusta kayo?
Okay lang, okay.
Okay lang?
Masaya. masaya kami, masaya. Masaya po, masaya.
Hito, ang tagal ka naming hindi nakita.
Hindi, ano lang, nagtatago lang, nagpapahinga lang.
Oh, dati CEO levels, may sunglasses. Ngayon, parang di ka na nagsusuklay.
Wala kami suklay sa bahay kasi wala nang pambili.
Bumalik ka kasi dito sa MPL Philippines eh. Yun ang sagot. O, sino nga ba yung sinusuportahan nyo?
Ako, isang tao lang si Kelra lang
Si Kelra.
Hindi,
Oh.
Onic si Kelra lang.
Si Kelra lang. Okay. Si Bestie, Marky.
Onic po, Onic.
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 Siyempre, dating
Hindi,
taga-Onic.
TNC pa rin yan ha, TNC yata yun.
Wala na eh.
Next
Nandito
season,
lang.
BNC.
Oh, next season, next
this
season.
season,
Oh,
Onic.
okay. Sige nga, ano ang mensahe mo since ikaw, dati kang nandun sa Fnatic Onic, anong gusto mong sabihin sa kanila?
Yun, good luck sa Onic. Kunin nyo na to.
Kunin ka ulit?
Hindi, kunin nyo na yung ano.
Okay.
Kunin nyo
Kunin
na.
nila to. Okay.
Kunin
Hito.
nyo na yung kampiyonato.
Okay. Kala ko nagpapa-wink-wink get a clue ka dyan eh. Oh, Hito, anong gusto mo sabihin kay Kelra, yung bestie mo?
Kasi si Kelra, gusto ko talaga siya yumaman. Gusto ko siyang mag-successful para kasi yung kayamanan niya, meron din ako. Kaya Kelra, galingan mo, Kelra.
Sige, sige. Kung nag-champion, anong gusto mong, anong angas mo kay Kelra?
Wala, request ko na dyan, Mustang tsaka House and Lot.
Mustang.
Tapos pagka may sobra pa siyang extra, Rolex.
Rolex. Sino naman pala? Ikaw naman, Marky. Anong gusto mong sabihin kay Kelra?
Good luck. Sana makapag-MC sila.
Okay. Now, eto. Nandito tayo ngayon. It's 2-0. Ano ba ang prediction natin dito? Match prediction.
Wala na, sweep na yan, sweep. Sure na.
3-0 clean sweep.
Sure? Sure na sweep? O pag hindi sweep, anong gagawin mo?
Wala, hindi na mangyayari yun. Sweep na yan, sure.
Anong
100%.
consequence?
Marky
Paano
masih
ka
di
ba
gig
kay
fam
Zengora?
gak sih?
Wala, hindi na yung makakisa, sure.
Sasayaw daw
sure.
siya. Sasayaw.
Sasayaw kasama mo.
Hindi, siya.
Kasama ko siya.
Katanya tebak-tebak prediksinya berapa? Prediksinya
Kasama
berapa?
kayo.
Hindi,
Hindi, kahit anong mangyari, wala na.
Terus dia jawabnya 3-0.
1,200.
1,200. Okay. Ay, ikaw, prediction.
Oh, prediksi.
3-0?
Aurora.
Langsung Tetsu.
Ano?
Aurora.
Onic.
Oh, Nick, may 3-0.
Oh, ke evil.
0.
Oke.
Dalawa na nga eh.
Tatanong lang.
Ay, sige. Marky, ikaw naman.
3-0 na lang po.
3-0 din. Okay.
3-0,
Now,
3-0.
kung manghuhula tayo, sino
Bigyan aja
yung
seru.
dalawang koponan na feeling nyo makakaabot ng Grand Finals?
Kena mental karena
Sino yun? Oh, siya daw.
kacau.
Una, sabi niya.
Siyempre, wala na tayong ibang choice lang. Kundi Onic tsaka Bren na yan. Wala.
Onic and Ben. Okay.
Sekarang itu match jadi
Ako
coach
kasi
ya.
mali kasi yung prediction ko kahapon, di ba? Omega tsaka Onic. Baka kasi yung sabihin kong team, baka hindi
Prediction!
makabasok eh.
Quick prediction!
Apa tuh lower atau langsung
sige,
pulang apa?
ano?
Enggak, lower. Ini kalah lower.
Baka maiba. Onic tsaka Blacklist.
Onic and Blacklist!
Blacklist.
Oh,
Blacklist, oo nga, baka
Final
iba.
prediction.
Aurora tsaka Onic.
Aurora at saka Onic. Okay, bakit ulit? Tapos magtatapat ulit. Alright, tingnan natin kung sino nga ba mananalo dito sa ating game number 3. So, babato na natin to sa ating panel. Tulungan
Katanya
niyo ako
finalnya
sa
Aurora
pagpasa,
sama
okay?
Onic gitu.
Dito, tulungan mo ko.
Kalau yang sana
Ikutin
tuh
na to,
finalnya
Max.
Blacklist
1, 2,
sama
3, panel.
Blacklist sama Onic.
So,
Indeed, it was a falsetto hit.
Ya, dia muncul kayak mengerikan weh.
As a cap. Eto Max.
Marky di
Coach of
Evil
TNC
Singapura.
Pro Team and
Gak
the
lulus
solution,
berarti.
Marky of Evil from SG.
Oh, Evil from
I
SG.
wish we could
Singapore.
have spent more time with them.
Yeah.
And I think that'll only happen if the series extends. But I think they called it right. This
Tontonan
might
yang
actually
cepat
be a
ya.
sweep.
It looks like it, by the way.
Skor
No
update
other
2-0
way
Onic.
around it, to be honest. We're going to try to dance around the fact that they're probably going to go 3-0. And in case you guys don't know, by the way, big history there. They were former teammates, those three. And Marky is actually, Kelra calls him his mentor. So it's really big to see them there right there.
Oh, the ties that bind. Let's throw over to
Potensi
Onic.
jatuh
She's
di
over
nerf
at the
ada lah
MPL
pasti.
playground.
Pasifnya kayaknya mau dikurangin.
para samahan kayo dahil alam ko masyado na mainit ang mga matches natin dyan sa loob. Dito muna tayo sa ating smart booth para mag-chill. Ano kayo meron dito? Hello! Hi! Ano daw meron dito?
Ano, may libreng skin daw po kasi dito pag bumili po ng smart SIM po eh.
Ay, may free skin! So, sino ang gusto mo makuhang skin?
Gusto ko po si,
Di Singapura
kahit si
sekarang
Alice
Marky
po.
Esport.
Alice
Emang
po.
Marky tukang gendongnya.
Okay, it's now time para piliin mo. Sino ba yan?
3 red after Kayang siapa lagi?
Chamba po.
Ay, Chamba! Yan ba yung gusto mo?
Chat
Opo, kay
aku
Johnson
ya
po.
om kalau udah main.
Actually,
Itu
dalawa po
siapa
yung pipiliin na
anjir?
skin.
Ay, dalawa?
Kenalan yang
Opo,
enggak.
dalawa po.
Meron din natin
Itu yang kayak gitu-gitu yang gue
dito.
bilang dari tadi ya. Bocil provokator.
Kasama ang ating ambassador.
Kayak
i-assist
seakan-akan
mo
gue
kayo
kenal dia, gila.
Kung paano nga ba
Ada lah
to
kayak
be
gitu lah.
your own MOBB hero. You just have to post your photo using the hashtag SmartPowersMPLS14. At dito naman sa kabilang side,
Yang
yes,
MVP Marki
your
terus
assassin,
anjir. Marki
Flex.
e-sport.
Anong kailangan nila gawin dito?
Ang kailangan lang nila gawin dito is to get the 6 points, to get the skin. All you need to do is purchase a Power All 99 or a prepaid eSIM. So yun, para makasali.
Visit Smart Booth now. At ngayon,
Lo harus
puntahan
beli
naman
prepaid
natin
eSIM dulu, baru main ke
ang
sana.
ating Index Salon na
Tangkap-tangkap
booth.
nanti semua ya.
Kahapon nakita na natin yung mga face paint, hair dye. Bisitahin natin kung sino nga ba ang sinusuportahan na team na nandito ngayon sa ating booth. Let's go! Ay, parang merong nagaganap na pagkukulay ng buhok. Hi! Hello, madam! Hala, sobrang itim ng buhok niya.
Nah, itu kalau kalian datang ke sini juga bisa dihias, rambutnya bisa diwarnain,
Onic po.
terus bisa dikasih apa stiker-stiker di muka, nah
Niya lang,
gitu.
pero Onic ang kanyang sinusuportahan. Yes,
Kalau mereka tuh kalau nggak salah provider ya sana.
Yes, ma'am. Paano pag hindi? Only at Index Salon, you can experience temporary
Gratis
hair
yan,
dye.
pasti gratis.
Gusto niyo iba-ibang
Tuh.
kulay ng inyong buhok? Just visit Index Salon. It's time to flex your fandom here at Index Salon booth. Everything is for free, kaya naman kita-kits tayo dito sa MPL Playground. Back to you guys.
Rockhart
Sponsornya salon gila.
missing out.
Aku mau
Missing out.
I need to
I
get
didn't
my
know
hair,
that.
rambut gak ya
get my
besok
hair
ya?
colored.
Oh, kali
It's a lot
ya.
of fun down at the MPL playground. So go ahead, visit. If you come in for game day and you're a little early,
Yeah, I
might
got
be
punches there.
might be a good might be a good idea to roam around. There's more than just the smart booth, the index booth. There's a whole lot you can do.
That's right.
Selamat malam, Farid.
The merch booth is actually there. They didn't show it, but
Ya, biar dia
it's
sponsor
right
salon
next
tiap
to the Index Salon.
seminggu sekali potong rambut.
And I think, you know what? To be fair, we might have a lot of time since, again, this could finish quite early.
Maybe tomorrow, Odin might go ahead and visit the merch booth, show us here on the show. But once again, it's time for you to show us your freshest look.
Oh, look!
There's a booth for the official supplier of MPL Philippines, and that is Index Salon down at the MPL
Waduh, siapa
Playground.
tuh?
Give them a visit. Who is going to be our freshest face here?
Is this a King Kong cosplay?
Oh, she got that Korean vibe.
Oh, yeah. The porcelain doll vibe.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Oh, look at that
Oh,
blonde.
look at that
Is
hair.
that what they call platinum blonde?
I think so. They got the hair flip down and everything.
That's got to be Index work.
That's probably Index work.
That's
Really,
gotta be
really good. And I
Index
think that's the winner.
Penop,
there
penop,
you
penop.
go.
I mean, they're all winners at the end of the day.
Ikutin head and shoulder
Watching
ya.
these guys play.
The handsome and beautiful members of the MPL Philippines community.
It's a pleasure just having.
Apakah ini
being
menjadi
around them. You know
match
what I mean?
tercepat ya 3-0?
They don't need to
When they're not pushing down backdrops.
when they're not pushing down our
You know.
our fangs. But it's always so fun. That's also a reason why, guys, you're not too late. It's not too late for you guys to join us.
Gak
here.
salah David
You
Gatot
see
Kaca
the-
mau
this
kamu
place
lagi
is
gunting
full,
rambut
right?
ditonjok sama
You
Gatot
saw the
Kaca.
crowd shots, they're super full. Surprisingly, there are still some
Apa tuh
spots
sampo dunia
Like
lain?
for day 3 and 4.
3 or 4 seats.
Yeah,
Bayangkan guys, lagi potong rambut ada Avatar of Guardian.
There you go.
Das.
that's right.
Atau kalau enggak dia permisi
Get
lagi
ready
sapu.
for that.
Om, telolet
Are you
om.
ready for this?
Anjir.
These numbers
Skip
are
anjir.
off the charts as well.
This is
Skip,
ridiculous.
skip.
Home team
Serem
now
banget tuh.
playing 3,
Itu salon serem.
5 for home. Away picks 2 and 4. Fnatic Onic back in the
Lagi
driver's
potong
seat.
rambut,
They
dia
say
pukul
we're
lantai.
blue. And they have an
Kena setrum anjir,
82%
geblek,
win rate when
geblek.
they
Skip,
pick
skip
their
guys,
sides.
skip guys.
And
Jangan
they
mau
are
potong rambut di
approaching the
tempat-tempat seperti itu ya,
90%
bahaya, bahaya.
The 90% on blue.
That just means there's a 90% chance that they win a game.
Blacklist sama Aurora.
If they pick
Ya
blue
mereka
side.
bakal ketemu nih di
They go
bawah.
blue side now.
90%
Kalau
90% of the
kataku
in blue.
Sorry, 90% of the
harusnya masih menang Blacklist ya. Seharusnya masih
Bro,
menang
I don't know
Blacklist.
who else can do that in MPL history.
Oh, aku
Maybe
Sonic sip,
another
mantap.
team in Indonesia.
SRG is close to that
SRG is
number.
close as well. But yeah,
But to do it in the Philippines,
ah,
to do it here,
bro, it's different. It's different, right? So we're going into game number 3 with some pretty low expectations. I'll be honest, right? I voted Aurora. I predicted Aurora, but it's pretty slim, bro. The chances
You
of them.
voted Aurora?
I voted Aurora in my posted
Here
prediction.
in this upper
Suyo
bracket
bisa,
match.
kalau mau
It is upper
diambil,
bracket.
ambil
Alright,
aja.
let's see. It's you and
Mahal
Ian
guys, Suyo guys.
who are now biting their nails. Him for
Tadi menang
more
Vecap
obvious
3-2
reasons.
match
Yeah.
1.
The first volley of bans from
Blacklist
Fnatic
lawan
Onic,
AP
the
Brand.
midfielder, the
Vecap
shooting
menang AP
focus.
Brand.
MTV
Itu udah dijawabin
for
sama
Onic,
Renita loh, kamu kok
comeback
nggak percaya
and
sih?
the chips. So still open to
Wah,
the
Gatotnya
top.
dilepas lagi. Gatot ada lagi. Tapi Suyo dulu lah.
That's Suyo first.
Master Suyo dulu
I was
gak
actually half
sih?
expecting that to
Kita
happen.
Suyo
But
kan
Gatot is
begini
great.
ya.
Yeah, Gatot is great.
93%. Gatot dikasih, ambil Gatotnya, ambil Khalidnya. Aladin Gatot gak sih? Guys, Aladin Gatot gak sih? Berani gak Aladin Gatot? Atau kalau enggak, oh nggak bisa Harit, gue mau bilang
And
Harit.
probably Hayabusa. Yeah, Hayabusa. Alright.
Aladin Gatot, Aladin Gatot, atau Edit Gatot.
Coach, why not saying, yeah, let's not wear out the Gatot.
Too much, right? But they could still pick it up here and it would still look good.
Tigril! Wow, no Gatot, man.
How about this? Okay, coach.
Suyo OP Suyo. Cuman early
You know
game-nya ngandelin
when
temen.
Brusco picks it up, bro, coach, I'd win.
It's
Coach.
the signature Edith and the signature Tigreal. Best performing heroes for Fnatic Onic.
Nah lo, 3 real ini bro.
This is wild, honestly. Khaled's open though. Maybe they can
That's true.
answer that. Maybe I don't know if Edward can be ready with that pick.
I wouldn't say. I couldn't say. Maybe not.
Mereka mau tutup linknya
Right?
nanti.
It's so
Linknya
hard
bakal
to
dipaksa pakai
actually
Tempest
think
of
that
Blade.
can happen.
There's so many ways to stop the Khalid from doing its thing.
Kalau ambil Gatot takut menang cepat.
Yeah, body slams,
I'd reckon
throw it out.
You invest in mid or gold
Brusco siapa ya? Om Telolet Om.
this early.
Obviously for mid, so many options. I think Valentina is great, but they go the other route, the Faramis,
Aramis?
Take the Faramis.
just to make sure they have it.
Ban the Valentina.
Harus ban
Oh,
Valen nih.
Valentina's banned. Yeah, oh, they're gonna ban
No,
now.
you ban it. Yeah.
Alright.
So the
Ben
whole
Valen pasti.
Valentina Edith situation, it's a soft counter.
Yeah, it's not something that's really hard, high up on the priority list of these coaches.
Optimis 3-0, optimis lah.
Catch-all. You won't win.
Biar gue bisa lurusin pinggang coy.
It makes it a little awkward. But
It's just nice to do it,
when you're
you know?
playing against a beast of an XP laner, like
Itu si
her,
KB kuat banget.
There's the Val ban. Anyway,
Ini belum
Exactly.
putus-putus
A
deh kalau
little
live stream
awkward ain't
begini.
just to make sure that
Hebat,
every
coy.
single bit will help, right?
Yep.
If you're facing a caliber of a
Coba cari
team
ada
like
nggak ya?
Onic here, every advantage you can get, you take it, no question.
Say what you will about me.
Wah.
Talents glazing
Belum
up
putus, gila dia
Fnatic
udah
Onic.
duduk 6
But
jam.
if that's your thought process, you haven't been watching season 14. We're just
Kalau
telling the truth,
kalian
folks.
kesana
You just
gak
gotta
kenal?
watch all season long.
Jangan
2
lupa
months
berdiri,
of
Bang.
them just destroying
Pinggang nanti.
everything.
And this is the same for me and
Tapi
Randy.
barusan cici masa.
I'm looking up to Randy a little too
Gila,
much.
gue gak kuat gue gak bisa. Gue single tag gue pokoknya 3 jam 2 jam udah harus berdiri dari kursi. Gue merasa kayak kaki gue kebas tau gak sih kalau kelamaan. Apa efek tua atau apa tuh?
Yep.
Edward lost within the XP lane. Are we expecting a switch?
Romer
I did
2 sama
consider that
EXP
now.
01.
Now that the stats come up, I didn't expect that maybe
Romer
Gary
lah
could throw
kemungkinan,
that onto Edward.
I believe they haven't had
Paling
that
lama restream
much
aku pas
of
masih
a-
muda
of
dulu.
a win against it. But again,
2017
it's just still
ya.
on the table.
7 jam
And it
atau
kind of
8 jam
depends
gitu.
as well on the last 2 picks here of FNOP, I guess.
They're allowed to flex. I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. So this is
Gimana
the whole
popnya
thing
30
of
menit game Black?
and then
Lu
the
main
last
Mobile
flex.
Legends 2 game atau gimana tuh?
There you go. Alright. Pretty safe.
Bagian
Super
ini,
Friends,
bagian
we mentioned this
BA-BA-an.
for quite a while now that he is a guy that you gotta actually, he doesn't talk as much, but you gotta watch out for this guy.
His game talks for him.
His game talks for him, man. And he's super
Oh,
loud.
Gatot
in the
kaca di
comms.
band. Ada Khalid nih. Ada Aladin guys, ada Aladin.
Didn't
Mau
know
nggak?
until like a few weeks ago.
Mau Aladin nggak? Dikasih nih Aladin
Very
nih.
loud guy.
So
Coach Jeb would know.
I know Coach Jeb would know 100%.
Yeah,
I'm
Coach-
sure he played with him once or twice.
Aurora dulunya nggak ada, mereka beli slot. Minana Evos.
Super Friends was pretty loud.
There you go.
Alright, so with that said, I'm expecting that this is indeed the hero pick. You're gonna see a gold laner here.
Aladin taruh di inilah XP lah, cowoknya Rom.
Harith
You can
feels
Harith.
like the
I think-
easy pick.
Harry
Ya kalau
safe,
duduk
you
lama
have,
ngapain
Faramis.
anjir, pinggang sakit. Kalian kira duduk di kursi gaming ini enak?
Oh, what?
There is the
Serius
first.
lah.
Oh, they're protecting Doming.
I mean, I guess they can kind of.
Kalau
give it
Domeng
here.
las, kemungkinan
Domeng can
Nathan
still
dia.
kind of
Kemungkinan
force himself
Nathan.
Into a weird Beatrix situation if they pick up the Harith.
Atau Harit ya, ambil
Trying to go
Haritnya
for
sekarang.
counters.
I can see now signs of frustration sinking in. Because there was a choice. You protect the overall lineup and you hide the flex, or you just protect doming at all costs and you
Tuh lo, pakai Infinix gila.
100%. The free people here, except for the save for the lane, are meant to just protect one guy.
Yeah,
and this is the last pick.
Oh, they take it away.
Haritnya
That's what
diambil.
we're talking about.
They were running out of options and they made one
Makan dong
choice.
berarti.
And now Fnatic Onic is going to pick the better of the two. They pick the Harry
Wah, dia ngelepas
and
Harit.
the Lilia.
Lilia.
Oh dear lord.
I would
Wih.
say
Has uptime up the wazoo.
3-0 is real.
That's a great move, honestly. Just force out doming.
Kelra itu masih
into
muda
a
kan.
Weird scenario.
20 sekian something lah.
100%
Di bawah 25 yang pasti.
Beatrix is gonna go down here like a fly if you put the
Nathan.
Beatrix here.
Oh dear.
So they go Moskov.
Oh yes,
Moskov.
throughout the whole debacle, the Moskov was still left open.
So he's still got a pretty good pick
Ayo,
for him.
Infinix
Sure,
berapa?
that is their number one best gold laner all season 14 long, but the fact that Onic picked up the Harris
GT20 Pro.
shows
Weh.
that Fnatic Onic was willing to give.
Oke tahu, layarnya itu kalau nggak salah sudah support AMOLED
At the same
ya.
time, it just still feels like Onic had the advantage on the draft.
Little bit of a race.
Kalau Aurora kalah lower bracket ya, lower bracket ya.
I mean, considering Kelro picked up the Harith, yes.
Yeah, they gotta get up close and personal. So Aurora have to entertain.
Matchnya
these
cuma
fights
Faramis,
for Onic to collapse.
emangnya cukup.
And of course, Aurora
Cukup.
has to stick close to you as well, making sure
Cukup
the
gila.
fights are always close to the
Tapi
chest.
cukup
Tight
lah.
boxes. Expect to see those
Paramisnya
kind of
dipakai
fights
buat
in game
prolong
number
team fight,
3 in
jadi
the best
panjang.
of 5. It's match point for Fnatic Onic Philippines. Let's throw it over to the
Dari
gentleman,
draftnya,
Jose
gue sih
Jose.
tim Fnatic Onic PH ya. Fernop guys.
Thank you very much, Leo. Rock hard with a breakdown. Yes, it's match point right now.
Gimana kalau tiba-tiba 2-3 Aurora wins? Gak mungkin
Very
gak sih.
decisively taking game 1.
Semoga
Then again,
Faramisnya
game
diberikan
2, we'll see if they can extend
kesehatan
the
yang
series
banyak
this
nih ya.
time around for Aurora with the lineup they brought to the table. It's be nice to join with Ingan. Ingan, do you think this lineup will bring Aurora a better result and take them to another game? Because your hair's on the line here.
Yeah, my hair is on the line. Brusca, though, really flicker because of the pressure you and Renegade.
You said it so nonchalant, like you're not going to shave your head if this
Yeah.
isn't 5 games.
It's impossible, no. I'm not going to shave my head. But again, going back to your question,
Yang kalah lower bro.
I think,
You like this lineup?
yeah, because Renegade's show.
Wow, suyunya kayak suyunya Omega. Yoi, kok tahu sih? Jadi gak enak
Against
saya.
Baka Renegade, though.
This is Renegade.
He's known for using the Cho, and at the same time, Demon Knight has been performing well with the Link, plus Yue, plus Doming with the Moscow. And just
Whoa!
like that, see, we told you.
Dimarahin kenapa nyebutin kan
The
sponsornya
Hitman
mereka
scores
itu.
the first blood onto Super Friends, who, mind you, is one of the top players, not just in a specific role, but all throughout all the players. Has one of the best KDAs.
Tujuh kenapa gak laku di MPL ini?
Kelra,
Belum
okay,
kepake, belum bisa
Kelra
keluar.
with the dash out, evades Demon Kite. That was close.
Yeah, that was close. Again, going on to the point here, at least for Renegade, like
Apakah
this is,
Bittersweet akan kembali
you know, this
menggunakan
is the stuff
Lilia?
you couldn't
Widih.
do on a Rome, Terizla, and a Carmilla.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing. But we all do know that
Yang di lower
considering
Blacklist sama
enough
Aurora,
the
betul.
current meta that it
Teman
is
lama
still
ketemu teman
difficult,
lama.
it is still going to be crucial that he's able to find the, you know, the marks that he wants to, the kicks that he wants to in the right
Ih, ada
direction.
bocil
especially
caper
towards
guys, ada
the
bocil
later portion of this game.
diam.
Because he's also working against a Tigreal who he's been known to
Skornya masih
really
2-0
love
ya.
this season. Oh, Renegade, like I said here, Turtles up though.
Kenapa Pasco?
Fnatic Onic just working on the turtle. Tempest of Blades will be casted, but again, King Kong will secure that turtle in exchange for Kirk's life. Ember goes in with a penalty zone to bring down Kirk, but Super Friends answers right back with a kill onto Renegade. They're still working onto Brusco.
Gila, Brusco masih balik lu, gila berani banget, Cok.
Now Demon Kite can kill Edward here. They're chasing after him. Will the body of Smith be enough? And I think it is, because Edward will be
Ya
scot-free.
ampun Theo.
Tanky enough with that passive body of Smith.
Aurora bukan
Yeah,
pecahan,
that
dia
was,
beli 3
you know,
pemain yang
Fnatic, Onic, King
Blacklist.
Kong able to get the objective. Renegade again.
Okay. Oh, and the concussive blast
Oh man, this
will burst down Super Friends.
it's
Yanto menghilang dari
that's
lane.
tough.
2 kali berbuat kesalahan.
Super Friends has to just deal with Renegade doing this, and even though he gets, you know, a couple shots here and there, picks
Oh
up
si
a couple kills,
Pascol.
ultimately
Itu
it's
hiburan
also
men,
slowing
kalau
Super
malam
Friends
tuh
down a
lu
bit,
lagi
and
stres
like
nonton Pascol aja
Cameron
tambah
has mentioned, you
stres.
know, Super Friends is one of the few players that does still like to go with this Lilia pick and has a lot of
Ini babak playoff.
Majority of the picks for the season overall for this Lily, I think it's been picked up about 12 times or so.
Yeah.
So now
Tadi
look at
bagus
the
loh
items
decisionnya
here.
si
First
Brusco.
items not
Ya,
falling
ya,
into place.
ya,
Good
ya,
though.
ya,
Good
ya.
kick onto King Kong, but Killer answers
Ya,
with his
apa
damage
iya?
for Spear of Destruction will connect though. King Kong in his mortal state now for the extra movement speed.
Yang
And again, going
keluar
back to the thing
blacklist.
is for Fnatic Onic, if
Amin, tambah
ever
pasco.
Aurora snowballs in the early game, they
Ah,
have
Super
huge
Friends
clear wave
Lilia.
protection
Dia sering
because
pakai
of
sih
the
gue lihat.
Lilia.
Yeah. Like, so technically,
Lilia
they
emang di early
wanted
game
to
masih
just
kurang
go ahead
sekarang.
and
Tapi
take
nanti
it to
begitu
a
dia
point
level
game
12
where
enak
they're,
banget.
you know, backs are against the wall and they're defending in their base.
Mulai
They're
gak
actually able to
respect.
clear pretty
Mulai
well,
hilang kendali,
considering the
Bray.
fact that they have a Lilia, you know, pair with
Oh ya,
Wawa,
lagi
and
drawing
with that,
sekarang?
Obviously, you're gonna have to use the Zaman Force, but overall, the game in the later portions, they, as long as they control Domain, because again, this Moskov too can go ahead and put pressure side lanes with a link. So your macro options for Aurora's lineups are going to be good. Like they have a couple options. They don't actually always have to fight. And Domeng especially, you know, he'll just plant himself in the side lane and then join with the Spirit of Destruction.
Yeah, basically what Keller's been doing during game number 2. Domeng can just replicate it, but this time have an easier time because this is a Moscow with Spirit of Destruction now. The turtle fight can ensue here. We have 5 members for both of these teams.
All right, Edward also front side, Renegade too. Fnatic Onic Philippines will have to just respect the fact that, you know, they could get set on. As long as they play, they know that they also just saw
Lomba
that
tarik-tarikan
Renegade.
turtle.
He didn't get the kick he was looking for, but it's available now. Domeng picking up a frozen
Si
sight
Islam
for
bangga.
this fight. Half health on the turtle. They're going to get their time.
Hewitt has another realm. King Kong gets the turtle.
Game like si Jelly.
Also connect. That was a blade coming in from Demon Kite. 4 blades, but the damage not going to be enough. Brusco will fall down, and King Kong
King
with a
Kongnya
second
ngamuk,
skill.
guys.
Gonna burst down there.
Ya,
And now
dipegang
Renegade
Super
has to walk away, being
Friends.
chased by Super Friends.
Gitu, King Kongnya
Will he
ngamuk.
be able to
King Kongnya
escape
ngamuk.
as King Kong works on?
Set ditiup selesai.
That was a kill onto Edward by King Kong.
Fnatic Onic Philippines just got a whole lot in that exchange for the turtle. Couple kills.
Suyo
brings the
sakit.
gold
Ya
their
kayak
favorite
Suyonya
King
Om Wawa
Kong
lah
to
pada
hunt.
standar lah ya. Standar Suyo, standar Suyo. Standar Suyo. Sakit karena teman-teman yang lain bisa main ya. Lu jangan salah ya. Maksud gue gini loh, kalau teman-teman kalian juga nggak bisa support dia, mati Suyonya.
Only one turret.
Intinya jangan kasih makan lawan terlalu banyak.
They got on the
Kalau
top
gak
side,
Suyo.
and they'll continue to try to find what they can, but you're seeing it, right?
Minusnya
Some of the
Suyo kan
fights
kalian
we're
tahu kan,
talking
kalau
about,
itemnya nggak jadi.
more of the delayed fights that even happen here for Fnatic Onic. They're playing into that.
Suyonya mau
First
ke
item's
ini
all
Hepta
locked
tuh.
in, nearly across the
Wow,
board
kok
at
batuk.
this point. Conceal.
Kalau Suyonya lagi kalah item nggak bisa kayak gini, mati nih
Not
Suyonya.
quite sure,
Mati.
but they're ganging up on King Kong. A good kick, but Brusco answers right back with an implosion.
Mati
Here
nih
comes
guys,
Hewitt.
ini namanya
Then the
sudah
realm.
tidak ini
A
ya.
counterattack from Aurora might be able to
Situasi
bring
sudah
down
tidak
Brusco.
kondusif ya
A
teman-teman ya.
2-for-1 trade and a quick
Fnop sedang
response
tidak
for
kondusif
Aurora.
suasananya.
It's not even done. He's gonna cast the penalty zone onto Keller. Keller answers right back
Serius
with
nih
his damage
Keller nih.
force though.
Buset,
Are they
serius
gonna be
gak
able
tuh
to
dia?
bring down Edward? Edward flickers out. Edward again is safe, but Aurora got 2 kills.
Spider Miley, Spider Miles, Spider siapa sih namanya tuh?
But he was doing
Udah
what he
gak
had
main
to do.
dia.
He wanted to put the pressure on
Kan
Demon Kite to
nggak ada
force him to get that
milihan
retribution,
siapapun.
get the purple buff that he needs. And so, you know, he had a little lead, but he got punished. So good pick up there for Aurora, and now they can go ahead play around
Fnop
once
mode
again.
respect.
with the speed they
Ye,
have.
janganlah.
It'd be good for them if they can go
Oh,
ahead
jam
and grab
9
this
ini,
next
Cok.
objective. This turtle's
Ada
up. They have
meeting,
the space
Cok.
to work with. It looks like they're going to bring everybody here.
Ya,
Demon
nol
Kite's
lah,
still
3-0
kind of
lah.
handling that top wave. They're on the
Biar
top
kita cepat
side,
push,
but he'll
Reng.
make his way eventually. Nothing even happening just yet. Renegade will take a couple
Spider-Man
shots,
itu
but
jagonya
he's
dia
just
di
ahead
ini, di
and plant
mana?
himself right there
Hero-hero
in the
tempel.
face of Super Friends again. It's been all over him majority of this game. So they'll go ahead and get in that positioning. They're going to keep Domeng top side, so he'll join the fight if he wants to, and Demon Kite just there too.
Oh, Yue with the Nether Realm Tear of Destruction will connect. Edward not on time.
Mana nih? Implosion bang, implosion bang, Brusco implosion udah kepake ya.
Look at Domeng being worked on by King Kong.
Kelranya ma, alama, Kelra, ampun Kelra.
4 members of Aurora went down.
Yue itu
At the
tumbang
hands of
loh
the
tadi.
KK connection as they take a
Alamak.
turn with them in the middle lane. In the lead, Aurora
Kalau mau lihat global band, lihat
earlier
MAL,
is
lihat
on
MDL.
Fnatic side with 1.9k.
I don't know.
Alamak.
We got to get a replay of that. That was a play and a half, and also
King Kongnya jadi
King
nih
Kong,
itemnya tuh.
man.
Oh dia War
What
X
a
team.
play, getting that double. I thought Domeng would at least be able to get him, but he didn't. So hey, quickly swinging
Betul
over in
sekali,
favor
easy
now.
Jir.
Fnatic Onic Philippines, massive win right there.
Fenope
Just
emang kuat.
in that fight alone for the third turtle,
Koskovnya stres.
giving them a big momentum swing. That's going to be a tier 1 going down as well. So for Aurora, you're seeing
Ya
that
kalau
struggle.
gajinya
You're seeing
3 digit
almost
kayaknya menarik
getting
sih
to
ya.
a point too of a little bit of a desperation. What can they find?
Kenapa jadi MPL? Ya gak tau, gue asal ngomong aja.
Kind of the
Global ban
pressure
gak sih
that's being
MPL?
set all around from Fnatic Onic in terms of the team fight.
Kan katanya kenapa nggak global ban ya?
Dealing with some of the side lanes
Besok
for now,
jam
pushing
berapa
where
nih?
they can. But the pressure now on the Bucks
Gio,
is
bu
what's
ada Gio
problem.
nih. Choji,
Problematic for
pulung
Team
lah.
Kite.
Oke.
They're gonna steal away the orange buff. Now the problem is for Aurora is that the Nether Realm's always being casted early because of the
Renegade.
potential of the burst. Now Renegade with the
Where's he going?
conceal. But Brusco knows
Kalau
this
Renegade-nya
also.
masuk jadi
Might be
anggota
able to
Kumar
salvage
coy.
Renegade though, but they're gonna focus
Oh,
instead
no.
onto Edward. Penalty zone defensively with the Nether Realm as well to try and evade the attack coming
Renegade,
in from
nonton
Fnatic. Now the
Renegade mau masuk dari
Renegade
belakang
though.
udah gak bisa. Wah dipegang guys. Kena super friends, mati dia.
Flickers out, Renegade is alive.
Wah, kepatil pantatnya.
With a Koala.
Ketembak.
Weller! And there it is, thunderstruck once again. And they're
Prosotan nggak
feeling
ada di
good.
sini prosotannya.
Good attempt at trying to
Itu
escape,
prosotan
go
cuma ada
around
di
everywhere.
servernya kita by the way ya.
But Renegade won't get
Kalau
away
buat di
from
turnamen
that.
nggak bakal ada itu prosotan.
Look at this.
Brusco oke lah.
Fnatic has time to flex their recalls, which
Rora
by the
kalah.
way you can buy.
Kinteyong nggak tuh boleh.
Uncontested
Kita flame shot ala Suyo.
Huge swing.
Bisa.
Huge momentum boost.
Udah
for the
BOD nih
Sonics.
udah nih.
Wow.
Man, it's at this point, if you're Aurora with
V1
this kind
oke
of
lah
lineup,
V1. Paling bagus V1 kan
it's
udah juara
almost-
dunia
you're
terbukti.
almost wondering, what do we do here? What can we find? Renegade, he's the guy that tried to get the pick off like we've said, but I said Cho struggles, Zaman Force.
Lihat Kelranya, wih
Closing
nakal
right
banget
away,
Kelra,
working on
wih.
Doming. As Renegade tries to zone them out, here comes
Demon Cat lagi datang Demon
surveying
Cat.
the scene.
Bisa apa cuy, dipaksa turun.
Gonna play this methodically, gonna wait for the Lord, and eventually burst down the inhibitor turrets. Plus the shields have been popped. Fnatic with a 5.3k gold lead, they can easily end this.
Suyo itu butuh kekompakan guys.
Renegade jumps in a little bit. Shields are the goal right now for Fnatic.
Suyo di epic
Top one
space.
bottom, mid goes down as well. Turrets are still up. Couple poking here.
Mereka udah langsung kumpul banyak, kumpul tengah. Padahal baru jadi 2 item. King Kong level 15, Demon Cat level 12. Menurut Amawar dengan performa FNOP kayak gini bisa juara gak? Sangat memungkinkan sekali ya.
Outmaneuvered. Fnatic just playing out of their minds again. Beautiful setups coming in from Brusco. And prior to that clash, you could forget.
Kalau
the
combo
time that
mekanik
King Kong
mending
and
Suyo,
Kelra
Julian,
both have
Pakito,
their
Suyo.
respective double kills. So it seems like Fnatic isn't bothered by the huge start, amazing start
Renegade dari
for
belakang
Aurora
tuh, tapi
for
gak tahu dia mau
game
target
number 3.
siapa memang.
Now for Aurora, what do you do in this situation? Again, going back to your point a
King
while
Kong
ago,
jadi
they
Black Mid
have
King Kong.
an advantage when it comes to macro because they have the Ling, they have the Moskov, and they still have their inhibitors intact. They can go for the macro game. Try to create
Itu bisa
slow
dipakai
pushes, try
nanti.
to create split pushes.
Yeah.
Fnatic Onic with their mobility. They
Seharusnya ada
also
beberapa
know
tim yang pasti
potential
prayonya
Aurora
buat
that
pakai
they can
Suyo.
do this.
That's almost a problem though too because with a snowball
Haritnya ya gimana guys. Harit lepas. Lilia juga udah gak mungkin kepegang. Yang paling mungkin mati itu King Kong sebenarnya.
almost deleted. You know, you got to purify. That's about
Yeah.
it. King Kong
Besok ya, Venom lawan AP Brand.
Whoa!
As you were saying,
My
it happened.
goodness. This is. I guess it was understatement.
Besok kalau nggak salah siang ya. Ya, gue nggak bisa watch party itu anjir.
That's why Yue also has to pop his Nether Realm right away whenever clashes start because of the potential of the burst. A conceal coming in from Fnatic Onic onto the bottom lane. They're going to force out the clash here just to get an inhibitor turret. Doming with Spirit Destruction will connect and they're going to burst down the inhibitor turret. Kelra goes in, Edward as well. Zaman Force coming in from
Kelranya
Kelra.
dikejar,
They
Cuk.
work
Wah,
on
bagus banget
Brusco
Kelra
and
mainnya.
set up Yue again with the Nether
Wah,
Realm. They're gonna
gila
bring
sih
down
Kelra
Renegade.
boleh-boleh nih.
Demon Kaisel not in the picture here as Brusco will
Dia
fall
mundur
down
sampai
as
belakang
well.
banget tadi.
Now they're
Wah,
gonna go after Yue. King Kong goes
ditiup
after
sama si
Doming.
King Kong.
Demon Kite is the one left. 1 second before Yue respawns here, and Fnatic has minions.
They have the minions. Couple
Oh.
members to defend.
Zaman Force for Kelra working on the minions before the rest of
Dikip
the
aja
Aurora
mati tuh kalau
response. Temple's Blade coming in from Demon Kite. Fnatic just finishing things off, and they will advance and face
Kuat
down his AP
banget.
friend in the upper bracket.
saudara-saudara kita ya, saudara-saudara Fnatic Onic PH. Sangat-sangat kuat sekali. Too easy game guys. Terlalu easy gak sih? Astaga. Main apa nih mereka nih di sini? Jangan lupa di subs ya teman-teman yang baru datang ya ke plat merah saya ya. Yang ada di TikTok ya, di follow. Thank you. Brusko lagi men. Berikan piala ini kepada Brusko. Lawan sepadan buat RRQ. Lebih serem ini gak sih? Rambutnya sama semua itu, gila rambutnya, lihat tuh rambutnya. Preference doang yang agak beda dikit ya. Rambutnya sama semua. Gila dibantai 3-0. Lihat rambutnya coy, lihat rambutnya. Gak bohong gue, kecuali Super Friends rambutnya sama semua. Lihat ya. Kecuali Super Friends, abaikan Super Friends mid laner-nya. Lihat nih. Wah, yang sampai di belakangnya juga sama, gila. Oh, ada satu yang beda sih, itu siapa tuh? Itu cadangan nggak dihitung lah ya. Cadangan nggak dihitung lah ya.
Ladies and
Onic harus
gentlemen,
mulai.
Fnatic Onic Philippines will be going to the upper bracket finals. Congratulations, Calra.
Padahal lebih seru kalau yang lolos itu Liquid Echo kemarin.
Paano nyo ipapunish ang inyong opponent? Complete domination. Talagang pag
Oh, Spider-Man. Oh, itu Spider-Man di Onic juga, cuma jadi cadangan.
You guys beat your own record. Kanina, I don't know if you know, game number 1, fastest game
Undercut
so
atau
far,
mulai?
9 minutes and 34 seconds.
Ora mulet, ora kepepet.
Nyo, be aggressive and finish the game early. Was this the plan all along?
Sa kasi pagiging aggressive, madalas sa kanilang apat nagsisimula. Kumbaga, sa first turtle doon nagsisimula yung mga aggression. Kaya
sama,
minsan
Cok.
nakikinig lang ako eh. Bahala na sila dyan. Basta galingan na lang nila.
Kecuali Super Friends ya.
Alam nyo ba that you beat your record?
Hindi.
So you just went on all along, di kayo nagulat na, uy, parang ang bilis matapos yung tinalo
Rambut
natin
sama,
sila."
muka juga sama. Ya udah guys, gue istirahat dulu ya. Gue istirahat, nanti kita lanjut lagi buat push rank. Terima kasih.
Nakakatakot talaga kayo. At
Wolf
naman,
Cut yang ini,
parang
Wolf
super
Cut. Thanks for
friends.
watching. I'll see you tomorrow guys.
Super friends.
Jangan lupa buat di follow, di subs.
Ito ang lineup, ito ang
Sampai jumpa
opponent.